That's what it is. They talk all this shit when they're not on your show, right? They'll go talk all this shit on their own show. And then all of a sudden it's, oh, he's scared of us. Look, he's so scared of us. Every day, nonstop. Oh, look, there he is. Wow.
Are you finally going to confront all of the haters?
Yeah, but just don't. I'm letting you know now. If you try to like break into TOS and shit, I'm gonna kick you.
I've never even done that, and you know it. So, let me ask you a question. Yeah, I got a few actually. It might take me just a hot second to get to where I need to go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, who's Kayla? Is that your cousin?
Huh?
Is Kayla the cousin of yours whose butt crack you felt like you should put your fingers in?
No, that is the chick's name in the video, not my cousin though. I don't have any cousins named Kayla.
Oh, yeah, not a fake name that she uses for OF or TikTok or anything, right?
No, that's her actual name that she uses for her OF too, yeah. She's a whore. That chick's a whore.
Right, why didn't you pay her for the music video?
Because she didn't want to get paid.
Oh, now she didn't want to get paid.
Yeah.
You got a lot of convenient excuses.
I don't need to pay. I didn't need to pay anyone.
You don't need to pay.
Yeah, I had other videos too that I never went out, but I didn't have to pay those chicks either.
Right. Because Easy just gets everything he wants and definitely doesn't ever offer anybody money. And they just give him free shit, right?
No, that's something. Maybe you feel that way about me, but that's not true, is it?
It is very true. That's why you have so many ex-mods that are pissed off at you for, using their artwork, using videos that they made for you, and then claiming that you edited them yourself.
Like what?
Like what? You want me to give the people's names when you definitely know who they are already?
No.
Hey, do your own work. Do your own work and research.
I do my own work. What do you mean?
Oh,
wait, I have to research a claim you make? Come on.
Figure it out.
You're going down a bad road already. Can you just stay on one thing for a second? You made a claim.
Right.
Okay, hold up. You made a claim, so address the claim you made. What artwork did I steal and say I did it?
Oh, you didn't come up with that bear yourself. There's no way that you have the mental capacity to put 4 circles together.
What bear? The logo? The circle? Bear? Just that circle?
Yeah, those 4 circles or so that you put together. There's no way you could have done that on your own. That takes too much thinking capacity, and you just lack that. That's why when you read your own words, you're so studded. You can't even read your own fucking words.
Stuttered or studded? What is it?
Both. You were just doing it.
You just stuttered while you were trying to say I stuttered.
Said stuttered and studded, and you just can't hear shit when it's,
So who made it?
Who did make it?
I'm asking you. You're the one who made a claim. I made it, but you're making a claim I'm lying. So
Benjamin Owen, right? Owens?
Benjamin Owen?
Yeah, you stole the whole bear name
mean
from
Owen
him too.
Benjamin?
Oh, whatever. Like I watched these
That is not his logo, dude. What are you talking about?
If it's not his logo, it's definitely his pet name for his audience. Back in the day there. Yeah, when everybody was calling the Bears a cult.
I didn't know that
you ripped it
about
off.
him and the Bears at all until people started asking me if I was linked to him.
You don't have an original bone in your body, dude.
Do you even know why I use a bear as my logo? And
because
why
you like hairy
my company is called On My Own?
Because you like hairy gay men.
No, let me explain it to you. So On My Own, right, is what my company is called, and it was basically supposed to be just a music label at first. And bears spent 90% of their lives on their own. So I seen the link between a bear and On My Own. And I knew that, like, if you look at logos like Adidas, Nike, Fubu, all these logos that go big, they're very plain. So I knew it couldn't be something like crazy. It had to be very plain.
Right,
so I played around with circles and made a bear with the circles. And the reason there's no eyes in the bear is because it was originally a music label, and it was about using your ears, not your eyes. Right. So I thought really deep when I made this logo.
No, you didn't.
The reason it's such a simple looking thing, though, is because that's what attracts people in branding. I know you don't know anything about that, but I gave you a lesson today, sir.
No, I wouldn't want to follow your branding. Your branding is to latch on to any channel that will allow you them there so that you can try to grow your own shit. It's all personal benefit.
Latch on to channels?
Yes.
What channels do I latch on to? What are you talking
Crucible,
about?
Rob's channel.
I latch on to
before
them?
that,
What do you mean by latch
you were
on to
trying
them?
to get
'Cause I'm
viewers
friends
off
with
of other
them?
folks, man. Like when I met you, all you were doing was drama
Wait,
streams.
stop, wait, back up a little bit.
You
You're
can listen,
jumping.
can't you? You
Yeah, but
listen
you're
to
jumping.
like,
I wanna address each claim. I wanna address each claim,
okay,
right? What do
go
you
right
mean by
ahead.
latch on to them? Because 'Cause I'm friends with them, I latch on to them?
No, not necessarily. As I was saying, when I first met you and you were going after Nicolina, she had a much larger audience than yours. You were trying to be Mr. Savior and claiming all the time that you were saving all these women when you did nothing. All you did was go live
Yeah, I
and
did
make it
actually
benefit
save a
yourself.
lot of people from being scammed. What do you
No,
mean?
you didn't. They came
Yes, I
here. They're
did.
still being
Yes, I
scammed.
did. Like, I have literal emails of people telling me I saved
Did you hear
them.
what I said?
Thank you. I made Ernie Shell pay people back live, bro. What are you talking about right
Ooh,
now?
Ernie Shell. Isn't he in jail?
Why does that matter? Can you please
Because it's
address the
interesting
point
that
you're
you would make a
making?
claim about somebody who can't back it up or can't, refute
Ernie
it.
Shell's on YouTube. He's still on YouTube, you dumb fuck.
Yeah, because I'm supposed to be aware of
You
all
can
that
go to
stupid
his
shit.
live. Ask him if it's true. If I made him pay someone
By the
back
way,
live.
what I said was the
Okay,
people
no,
that you
stop,
supposedly
You're gonna
you
jump.
can
This is what I
stop
knew
for a
you would do,
second because you're
Trippy. I
just
knew
blah
you
blah
would
blah
do
blah
this.
blah
I
blah
knew
blah.
you would do this. It's just you just like to say things. You don't address any of the claims you've made.
Why? What the fuck am I supposed to address about the fact that you take shit from people?
I
The
take shit
fact that
from
you try to
people.
latch onto bigger
Explain
channels
what
than
I
your
take
own.
from people.
Okay, everything about yourself, your channel. You don't have an original tattoo on your body. And also, what the fuck happened with that cross
I
on
don't
your
have
ring
an
finger?
original tattoo on my body.
Not even one.
What
That
do you
cross
mean
on
by
your
that?
finger, you realize that you put that cross on your finger upside down?
When I'm praying, is it upside down?
Look at it.
When I'm praying, is it upside down,
When
stupid?
you tattoo
When
your
I'm praying,
hands.
is it upside down?
Oh my God, great
When I'm
excuse.
praying, is it
Oh
upside
my
down?
God, somebody else must have said the same thing I did because you have a defense for it. What's it look like
It's
when you're
because
beaten
I
off?
put thought into my tattoos when I put them on my
No, you
body.
didn't. Look at how close the
I
bear
literally
logo is to
drew half
your
of
other
them. What are you
cross.
talking about right now?
Nice
You
upside down
understand
cross
I've
on your wrist
tattooed
then.
myself on live stream, right?
Why is
You
one
know
of the
that.
Okay,
You know
I'm
that,
going to
right?
follow your logic.
Stop,
right
Trippy.
here.
Stop. You're jumping again.
No, I'm
You
not.
know I
You're the one that's
tattooed
jumping.
myself.
Calm
You know
down.
I tattooed myself on live stream, right?
Right, with that gun you got off of Amazon. Now, why is one of the tattoos of a cross?
Ooh, I got it off Amazon. Oh no.
Learn
I
how
got
to
like
answer.
5 downstairs I got from Amazon. Do you want me to send you one? Do you need
No.
one?
Now, you pointed out that the cross on your finger is pointing the right way when you do praying hands. What's the one on your wrist
Right.
doing on the same hand?
The one that matches the rosary? Why
Mm,
would
good excuse.
rosary, why would it be hanging upside down from the rosary?
God damn, you're stupid.
No, you're stupid.
No, you're stupid. And you know
You're
what? We're both
stupid.
stupid. How about that? But I'm just not as far down on your
Oh my
I'm not
gosh,
on
this
your
guy's
level, dude.
actually
I'm not as
dumb.
far down as you are when it comes to fucking thinking. You have every fucking excuse in the world to how you're the big guy or whatever the fuck you think you are.
And by the way, how many
Fake it till
times
you
have
make
I
it.
said that like I wouldn't have a lot of the tattoos if I would have came to Christ earlier? I wouldn't have tattooed my
Nobody
face.
cares.
Like
Nobody cares because
you
you've also
do
said
because
that
this
you're
is
a
why you're
Muslim.
up here. Wait, what do you mean
You've
nobody
also
cares?
said
You're
that
up
you're
here
a
because
Muslim, and you've also said that you're what?
I was a Muslim.
I have the
I said
recording.
I'm a Muslim.
You know what else you said in one of those videos is that you have a
Wait,
kid in
you just
Michigan.
keep making. Wait, stop. You're making claims. Where
No,
did
I
I
have
say
the
I was
video
a
of you
Muslim?
saying that you're a Muslim. Like,
That
don't
I
be
am a
surprised now.
Muslim? I said that.
Don't be
All right, play
fucking
it.
surprised now.
Play it.
Yeah, play it on your stream so you can fucking mute it.
No, I'll let you play it. Play
I'm
it.
not
where I
playing your
say I'm a
stupid games.
Muslim.
I'm asking questions.
That's
now
what
let's
I
stick to one
thought.
topic
I
at a
never
time.
said I'm a Muslim. You're a fucking
Yeah,
liar.
you have.
No.
Okay, keep calling me a liar. I'm recording this right now, so what I can compare the clips.
It's live right now
How
in
about
front
the
of
clip?
270 people. So
Okay, all 270 people, they're fine with you having impregnated a 15-year-old when you were 18 and getting her drunk first.
Can you get the ages right?
You were
Can you get the
fucking
ages right?
18 when she got pregnant. She was 15. Okay,
all right,
follow
no,
my math here. After 9 months,
All right,
she
can
was
you-
then 16 and you were 19.
Okay.
So yeah, you got her pregnant before she was 16, dipshit.
Sure. You know what? Let's go
I
with
know you don't
15 and 18,
understand normal
or
thinking.
do you want to do 15 and 19? Which one is it?
We have the birthdays and everything down. But
Which one is it?
Which one is it? You
Yeah,
got her pregnant. I'm going to say this slow. I'm going to say this slow since you don't know how to listen. You got her pregnant when she was 15. And then
I was
9 months passed.
How old was I? Wait, stop.
Yes.
Stop. Get to your fucking.
Go ahead.
Can you just like.
You just told me to stop and then said, get to my point.
You think you're going to accomplish something. Can you
I don't need to accomplish anything. It's just going to be
How
pretty
old
funny.
was she? How old was I?
15 and 18. I said this already.
15 and 18 and what?
And then after she was pregnant and had the baby, then it was 16 and 19, which is the claim you make all the time.
And what was
you yourself say you got her pregnant when she was 16 and you were 19.
And what's the claim?
But the problem here, Easy, is that the
Stop! Can
the
you
problem
stop
here,
jumping,
Easy.
though? Stop jumping.
Okay.
Get to your point. What's the argument about that?
You still had to get her drunk before you were able to fuck her.
I got her drunk.
On your own YouTube post. You have it sitting right there. It's already screenshotted. Don't go back and fix it now.
Says I got her drunk.
It was a drunken night of lovemaking. Yeah. You're saying you were both drunk, dipshit.
Night of lovemaking? I know I didn't write that.
It's on your YouTube posts.
A
Go ahead and fix it because I already reposted it.
I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up.
I've got it saved and everything.
A drunken night of lovemaking is what it says.
Either way, you still had to get a 15-year-old drunk. So what does it make you?
No, stop. You keep making this claim. Did I say I got a 15-year-old drunk?
Oh my God, you never call her a 15-year-old, Easy, and it's part of the way that you twist your words.
Did I say I got her drunk?
You said you were both drunk, right? I don't think you literally typed out, we were both drunk, but you said it was a drunken night of lovemaking. Like, come on, dude. You are all about semantics when it fits your narrative.
No.
Don't know how to speak.
Semantics are important.
Let me ask you another question about the same situation.
Get things across, right?
You love to tell people that you're not a PDF file.
This guy keeps going on. Why do you keep jumping over and over?
You're scrolling to you post.
You love to tell people you're not a PDF file? When I just go around saying that?
You love to mention how old the girl was.
Tell people that. That's crazy.
You love to tell people that she was 16. I don't care. What does it make you if you were a full-on adult being over the age of 18 by a week, a month, whatever it is, you're still over 18? What does it make you by having sex with somebody who's 16?
That's logic that you're holding.
What does it make you by having sex with someone who's 16?
Can't you answer any questions?
What the fuck did you just say? Your microphone's cutting out. Your stream looks like shit. The definition sucks. Dude, there's a lot of shit you need to fix around here before you're sitting there smirking about how smart you think you fucking are. You brain dead fucking crack addict. Now, why don't you want to tell me what it makes you by being an adult and having sex with a 16-year-old?
14-year-old daughter that was just with me a couple weeks ago for Thanksgiving. She was born from a drunken one-night stand back in
one-night stand
back in my wild teenage years. Right. Okay, so it didn't say what you said it said.
The way you phrased it means that both parties were drunk.
Does it? Can you shut the fuck up for a minute?
I don't know. Can you?
Okay. Anyways, so it doesn't say I got her drunk there, does it? And it doesn't say a drunken night of lovemaking, does it?
Well, oh my God, exact phrasing is needed because I'm doing this off the top of my head. You know, like when I talked about you and Naomi. Either way.
So Trippy, let me ask you something. Is it possible that she lied about her age?
Probably not, because she's posted her birthday on different.
About what you think is probable. Nobody cares about what.
She's going to be lying about her age now. You hear him, audience? You hear him, people who listen to him every day? You hear all this stretching and attempts to change the reality of the situation? Just because you say it out loud doesn't make things reality. You know that, right?
Yeah. You should take your own advice on that.
I know. Sticking your fingers in your cousin's ass doesn't seem like something you should have done.
Doesn't make it true. Like you keep calling her my cousin, doesn't make that true. All these things.
You're just because you say that she's not your cousin doesn't make that true either.
Shut up.
Shut up.
If you're just gonna talk over me, I am gonna mute you. Right?
If you're just gonna talk over me, I am gonna mute you. I'm just gonna repeat you. You're acting like a child.
Parrot now? Are you a parrot?
You're acting like a child. I'll act like one back.
I'm acting like a child.
Yeah, you're doing your best to make it so that I'm not heard, but people are hearing me.
I've literally let you speak this whole time. You won't let
me off mid-sentence.
See?
Right. Well, you don't breathe.
I just let you talk, but you cut me off and then claim I'm cutting you off. Are you fucking mentally ill? Go
Yeah,
check
that
your
never
blood
happens
sugars,
on any
bro.
live stream
Go
ever.
check your blood sugars. Are you
You go
mentally
check
ill?
your blood sugar. Your mother's dying. Okay, well, your mother doesn't like you. Big fucking
My
deal.
mother
And
loves
it's
me, bro.
always.
My mother loves me.
Then why are
dog.
you standing on stream, sitting on stream, fucking calling her a bitch all the time?
I call my mom a bitch
Every
now?
time she comes up, oh, I don't give a shit what that bitch does.
What?
You have said that. I don't think you remember yesterday, but you have said that.
Oh my gosh, are you okay, dude?
Now, do you want to go over that letter again? Or the YouTube post again? Do you want to go over what it makes you by having sex with a 16-year-old after your 18th birthday? It's not a
Is it
PDF
possible
file,
she
is it?
lied to me? Is it possible she lied to me about her age?
I don't care about that.
You don't
I
care
asked
about
you a
that?
question.
You don't care about the fact that a 15-year-old was at a house
I don't
party?
care about this fake
You don't
proposed
care
bullshit.
about that? You don't care how a 15-year-old got to a house party with a bunch of older people? You don't care about that? You
Shouldn't
just
you have
care
been
about
able to
your
tell?
stupid claims that you want to make? Is that what you care?
Right. He had sex
That's
with a
what you care about?
15-year-old on
That's what you care
accident,
about.
guys.
That's what you care about, right?
Oh, why didn't you go to the cops and tell them that she lied about her age or something? Huh? Like, why didn't you point that out
dumb?
prior
Are you
to right now?
dumb? It wasn't illegal. Do you think it was illegal?
Do I think
Wait,
it was
do you think it's
illegal?
illegal? Do you think a 15 and 18-year-old is illegal?
Is it legal, Haley? I'm waiting
Stop
for this
asking
explanation.
me questions. Answer my question, retard.
You need
Do you
to
think
tell
it's
me. I don't
illegal?
know what Canadian laws are. I don't know what the
Do
law
you
in
think it's
Canada for
illegal
this
everywhere
is.
in the States?
Go ahead and tell me. I'm going to play dumb.
You don't know?
Obviously, you don't either.
So you're
You
just
won't say it.
making all these claims, right? This is what these people do. You
The
see
age
how
of
this
consent
it's
in
literally not
Michigan
any
is
it's literally
16. Okay. Most places in America, I believe, the age of consent is 16.
I mean, I hope you enjoy your moment of fucking 15 minutes because,
Oh,
like,
no,
dude,
this is
lame,
fun. I don't
bro.
give a
This is
fuck
all
what
you
this could
got?
bring me.
This is all you got?
I've
Let
got
me
plenty
ask
more.
you questions, Trippy. What do you call a man that calls another man over and over every day?
I don't
What do
know.
you call that?
What do you,
See,
a
he
guy
can't
making
answer
prank
questions.
calls?
You see that?
Is it a guy
You see,
making
he
prank
can't
calls?
answer questions. You see that
Hey,
shit?
dipshit.
You
Is it a
literally
guy
can't
making-
answer a fucking question. Hey, stupid. Hey, stupid.
Hey,
Answer a
stupid. Keep
fucking
talking
question.
to yourself.
Answer
So,
the question.
Is it a guy making prank calls?
Answer the
Because
question.
that would be a prank caller.
Answer the question.
I just did.
No, I asked you, what do you call a guy that calls another man over and over and over every day?
A telemarketer.
A telemarketer?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you think you are? A telemarketer?
What do you think? Wait a minute. You think I've been calling you?
Oh, so you're gonna lie now that you haven't been
No,
calling me? You think-
wait.
So
you
this
have-
is your way of trying to save the case against you? Like,
There is
dude,
no
I
case against
have
me.
no control what happens next, eh?
You
You've
have
already
no
been reported and it's going across border now.
bullshit.
I have
You just
no-
think that
I
you're
have
going to
no-
speak that into
Okay,
existence.
it's bullshit. Okay.
So you have proof that all of those
Dude, I
calls are
literally
me.
gave your address and name to the OPP.
You gave him the
I
wrong one.
literally did that.
So you think that because you made one
called me
phone call.
over and over, right? That's what happens when you call me
my
over
God.
and over, Michael.
Yeah.
That you get in trouble by the police.
You
There's
might want
two
to start
options I have. I
turning
come
your headphones down.
fucking take your life or the police deal with you. I'd rather
Did
let
you
the
just say
police
you're going
deal
to
with
come take my life?
No, stupid.
Wow.
Let me answer you. In this situation, there's two options I have to stop you. I take your life or I get the police to take care of it. I'd rather choose the police take care of it because I like my life. I want to stay out of prison.
Gotcha.
So that's why the police got called. You can call me snitch, rat. I don't give a fuck what you call me, bro. It doesn't matter.
You're going to love this.
Like, this isn't going to save you. You admitting that you got sent the court papers isn't going to save her. You aren't doing any of that. So can you actually get back to what you were talking about before?
Right. I never said that, for one. Two, let me hit your points, as you like to have said earlier. It's recorded. It's fine. Whatever. You think you got something recorded that's going to save you in a courthouse?
I have everything.
All right.
You
So
gave me
also
that day, Michael. I can't thank you more.
All right, James. So
like, you don't know what you did.
That you made. You think making one call to a police department and then claiming a person in another country
is not just a police department. You're stupid.
Whatever the
You're
fuck
dumb.
it is,
You're
it
a little
didn't
bit
work.
dumb. I get it. It's okay.
So you just don't want to talk about this because you're embarrassed by it or what? So you think
I'm
making
talking about
one
it.
call?
I literally let you come up here and say all this dumb shit.
Oh my God, dude. Okay. So you think making one call, what did you call it?
No, it was actually more than one.
Nice. Either way,
Yeah,
you would have to
I had
have
call them
proof
back
for
and get more
one.
information.
You would
I
have
do
to have proof that
I've
it was
recorded
me
every call you made,
for
stupid.
one. Two. Yeah, I know. I noticed last night
And
when I called the one time.
admitted on your live stream that you've
I'm
been
trying to
prank
help you
calling
out,
me.
you jackass. Just listen to what I have to say.
You posted that you've been prank calling me, and you admitted it on your live stream. You can't run away from that.
So how
now,
many of those calls were threatening?
Sorry. It doesn't matter, Michael.
Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter if I was
harassment doesn't
threatening.
require threats.
That's pretty funny. You should look that up, by the way.
Harassment does not require threats. You should look that up.
I did.
You did? And harassment requires threats?
Yes.
I mean, okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
not just like 10 calls, 20 calls, 30 calls, 40 calls. Even if they're not or are, even if they are leaving voice messages, I've never fucking harassed you. I've never threatened you. I've never put anything in any call that I've ever made. You should listen because I'm trying to help you out here.
40 times in a day, as long as you don't
40 times in a day. Never called you.
I have the
No,
proof.
I didn't.
I literally showed it the other day on stream.
Where's my name on it? Let me see the proof.
So you're denying that was you now?
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
Because you have no proof it was me anyways. Even if it was me,
even though you admitted
don't know
it
it was
on
me.
your live stream,
You're making a claim right now that has no backing to it.
Doing it?
You have no backing to your claim right now. So it's like, okay, go ahead.
This is
you gonna kick me now?
Weirdo behavior.
Are you making up an excuse to kick me now or what?
No, you're just talking over me.
Yeah, because that's what you do. Everybody knows that's what you do. It's your debate tactic. It's your debate tactic is to talk over everyone because you know StreamYard will only let one voice through.
Go ahead. Say what you got to say. Go ahead.
Watch this, guys. He's going to mute me now. Go ahead. Do it easy. I mean, seriously, dude, you stumble around the question about the 15-year-old. You stumble around the shit when it comes to the phone calls.
Are you
have
stupid?
No actual answers.
Are you stupid,
Let me ask you another one that you love to defend.
You know what? Just say it. Fox, you're right. I interrupted you, but I literally answered you straight up about
we kind of did it. I don't care, man. Sorry. I'm going to try to keep my interruptions to a minimum.
You don't care? Then why are you here?
I don't really care that you just interrupted me.
But wait, no, I'm saying like, what's your like goal to like tell people I got a 15-year-old pregnant when I was 18? What's your goal with that? Like, what is it?
Yeah, great. Let's go back to that.
Trying to make me
so what does it make you? What does it make you?
Ask your mom? Can you do it live too? Ask your mom how old she was when her and your dad were fucking. Ask.
29. Yeah, she was 29. She was 29. I know because I'm 38 and she's 67.
Are you the firstborn? Wait, you think they only started having sex when she got impregnated?
My sister
didn't have sex before that? Dude. Do you have any older siblings?
You think that my mom was with my dad from the time she was 16?
Don't lie, Michael. Do you have any older siblings?
Right. Yes, that's what I was just going to say. My sister was born when my mother was 20.
That doesn't mean that's when she was fucking retard.
I know. Kids in high school tend to do it with each other, but you didn't go to school with the girl that you had sex with.
I didn't?
No, you didn't, did you?
Right. And what?
Yeah, so even if there was a Romeo and Juliet law that somehow made its way to Canada, that would not be legal in that
Juliet laws
in a Romeo and Juliet law.
Canada? What do you think Canada
is? How does that
world country?
Let me ask you again, since you still didn't answer.
If the Romeo and Juliet laws somehow made it to Canada.
Right. Whatever. Funny. It was supposed to be funny.
You understand our founding fathers are the same fucking people, you dumbass?
Okay.
Right? You understand that, right? They come from the same place. Both of our founding fathers, Canada and America, they come from the same place. You stupid
matter
fuck.
Though right now. Like we're not
You're
talking
an idiot.
about that.
You're just dumb, bro.
So what does it make you easy if you're 18 and you have a sex with a 15-year-old? You're not a pedophile, right? So, and I won't call you one. So what does it make you? There's a name for it.
What's it make me?
What is it? What's a name for it? I know you know it.
Well, you have to include that the 15-year-old lied to the drunk 18-year-old.
I don't believe that she lied.
Put that part in.
I don't believe you got her age in the first place.
Her cousin even lied for her too.
I don't believe you got her age in the first place. That doesn't matter.
All right. So what you don't believe doesn't matter, Michael. You asked me a question.
I just gave you a bunch of credit.
And I gave you the answer. Now what?
I just gave you what would be
Can't
a
say I
bunch of
didn't
credit.
answer it, right?
And you're like, no, I don't want you to give
can't
credit,
say-
Mike.
You
Okay.
can't say I didn't answer it, right?
What does it make a person who's 18
Made
that
me a
has
drunk
sex with a
degenerate that got lied to.
15-year-old? What
It
does
made
it
me
make a person?
drunk-
There is
it
a
made a
name
drunk-
for it, Easy.
It made me a drunk degenerate that got lied to.
You have claimed to be smarter than me on a number of
Oh
occasions
my
tonight.
God, nobody cares, dude.
Why won't you tell me
understand that?
what it would make a person who's 18 having sex with a 15-year-old?
Holy
What is the
fuck.
name of that? It's a file, but it's not a PDF one.
A dumb teenager.
Are you a hebephile?
Nope.
Good. I like that you say that now. But you were one in the past. Anyways,
No, I wasn't.
regardless of if she told
Did I
you
ever
her
say
age or
that?
not.
Like, so you just say things? This is why I keep doing the
No,
like.
I don't
you're a
just say things.
pedophile.
I have shit to substantiate
stop.
every fucking
thought
thing I say
understood
about you.
this, Michael.
And
Stop.
you have some kind of weird argument against
You
everything
just
that does
say
not
things.
match.
You have nothing to back up anything.
Well, I have contact with the first girl, so we'll see what
Go
that happens.
ahead.
What happens with that, huh?
Go
What's gonna happen
ahead.
with that? Like, if I got her on a live
And
stream
what?
right now, would she tell me she lied about her age?
It's her word
Probably
against
not.
mine, bro.
But would she tell me her actual age at the time and your actual age?
Probably. I don't know.
You're in contact with her, right?
I don't talk to her, bro. What are you talking about? You think are you stupid? Are you fucking dumb? Why are you
Cool.
lying on stream right now?
It's cool. I like the
this
blow up.
This is why it frustrates me. These people are actually
You shouldn't be
retarded,
so angry
right?
if you're in the
These
right.
people are actually retarded. This is the whole problem.
You shouldn't be
Like,
so
I'm
angry
not
if you're in the
angry
right.
at the things he's saying. I'm angry about the density you actually have to have in your fucking skull to even think like this.
I like the
Do you
trick on just muting
understand?
me through
You're a
OBS.
fucking retard.
You still doing that? You still just muting StreamYards through OBS?
Everybody hears you, retard. Nobody. My hands are up here. Oh, see what I mean? It
Oh
just
my
says
God, dude! You should watch out
See
with
what
those
it is,
body
chat?
language. With that
It
body
just
language,
says things. It
that
just
was
says things.
pretty feminine. So's the
more?
hair. So
You got more?
I didn't know you had a perm, but anyways,
A perm?
so we can put
Dude,
that on
like,
the back
just
burner for
project
now,
your
right?
Jealousy even more, clown boy.
We can what?
I know you got greasy little hairball, fucking straight hair, little grease ball you are, but like this is
Actually,
natural,
my hair is
bro.
pretty curly.
This is natural, bro.
No, it's not. You don't get. It looks like costume hair. I know you pulled it up earlier and we're showing like the shaved sides of the head. So like
costumes, huh?
whatever, dude. I don't give a
Oh,
fuck about your hair, your looks, whatever the fuck. To me,
This guy
honestly,
literally fucking
you look
wears
like you were
clown
born in the
outfits.
Middle East to me. But that's just
Okay,
me.
cool.
I said that the first time I met you. I was like,
Cool,
oh, look at
bro.
him with his Osama
You
facial
look
hair.
like your mother
And you
dropped
got a
you
laugh
off
out
in
of it.
a dumpster to me.
That's cool. We
You
can
look
do
like
this.
a prom night dumpster baby to me.
Oh yeah. It's funny how you say that faster than when you try to read your own jokes.
I'm good at it, bro.
You want to have a little back and forth, a little roast session? Get a little bit
No.
off your chest? I know
Nah.
every single time you see my name,
Not what we're here
you
for.
shit just a little bit. It's like wet turds
You're not
just
here
flopping out
for
of that
listen.
hole.
You could have had a debate and you turned that down. You could have had a debate here and you
Yeah,
turned
bullshit.
that down.
I don't think you were even talking to Andrew last night. He's a man, right? He tells everybody on live streams that he's such a man or whatever and acts as if he's better than everybody. He could have reached out to me himself.
Why would he reach out to a nobody like you?
He has already before. Stupid ass motherfucker.
And he doesn't even remember you're the same person, probably.
Right.
You're fucking nobody, Trippy. Do you think you're important to people?
I don't care what you say about that, Easy. Does that
How
bother
much do
you?
you want to bet? Do you think so? You're implying now that I'm lying to you that Andrew told me to ask you to debate him here on my channel.
Yep.
I'm lying?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I don't go.
It's kind of weird if
I
you're
don't
not.
go exposing DMs, but I know if Andrew is listening right now, he'd gladly tell you himself.
Go the fucking DMs. Who gives a shit? I don't think Andrew would even give a shit.
I don't do that. I don't.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you don't do that, but you're just more than willing to say people's first and last names when you think it's a threat. Yeah, I know. That's cool.
What do you mean? You said your own last name on my shit. That's why I started saying
I had to re-inform you of that because you forgot that I did it. That shit was funny.
No.
And I was like, oh my God, he forgot that I told him my name on a previous occasion.
Okay, cool.
That's okay.
Bro.
You can forget it all you want, but to try to use it as a threat in a voice message.
How's Barbara?
Who is Barbara? Talking about my mom? Boring.
4803.
Oh, look at his fucking eyes, everybody. A little bit surprised, huh?
How's Barbara?
How's
Barbara?
At
Wondering
Yeah,
where
yeah,
you're
yeah.
going.
Well, reading off my addresses to me too, huh?
Michigan.
Yeah,
How
when did
is
I
she?
move
Yeah,
away from
Because
there?
that's
how do you
right.
think she's gonna be after I'm done fucking
I
talking
repeated
to
the
her?
N-word when you called me on stream too.
Oh yeah,
Remember
I know you were
that?
throwing around the F slur and all that
You
shit.
remember that?
Because you,
Do you
what
think
does
I
that make you
hide?
tough?
Is there
Do you
something?
do you think
Is
that
there
makes you tough or
Do you
something,
think
Easy?
do you think I
Hey,
hide?
Easy. I
Bro, the
accept
only reason I
your
don't talk the
boxing
way I talk
match
to you.
suggestion. I
Wait,
accept
wait,
the
stop,
boxing match.
stop. Then come to
Yeah,
Canada,
yeah. Oh, come where?
Toronto Pearson Airport. I'll get you a hotel right by.
Toronto. Yeah, yeah. Pay for it all myself so that you can claim later that you're going to pay me back.
I'm saying on stream I'm gonna pay you back. I would look like an idiot.
Why don't you just put in like a fucking
I
payment
would look
that
like a
comes through on a
scammer to
specific
everyone
time
if I didn't
and
pay you
date?
back.
You can set the payment so that it comes through to me on a specific date and time. So if I
No.
don't show up, you cancel it.
No, you just get here. I'll give it to you in cash.
Yeah, that's a lie, dude.
I'll even give it to
That's
you
the
in
same
American
bullshit
money.
that you said to Big
I have
Chili.
American money too.
You know, the Big Chili guy that guessed exactly what area you're from and
No,
everything.
he
And you were like,
didn't.
tell me your
He
government
didn't.
name. And he was like, no.
Okay, you're just saying things again.
Okay,
just
well, I'll
saying things
re-upload it on my
again.
channel so people can
That's
see
all
you
you're
running
doing.
away from the boxing match
Just
from a
making
guy
up
that's
shit now.
that's living in Canada. Like, he literally said he would box you, and you're like, I'm
No,
not going
he
to tell you
didn't.
what
He
the
wouldn't
gym's
even
name
say
is.
his name. He wouldn't even say his name. What are you
Yeah,
talking
he
about?
wouldn't say his real name.
Right.
Is he the first person to ever do
you
that on the
think-
internet?
Do you think it's smart to go meet up with people that you have no clue what they look like or their name? Do you think that's a smart idea?
Wow. Wow. Yet you have no
Do
clue what I
you
look
think
like.
that's a smart idea? I know what you look like. What?
You think I do? It's kind of funny when you see people in
Think
person.
I think you do what?
You think that you know exactly what I look like, but if you saw me in person, you'd probably walk right past me, not even knowing who I was. You don't know how cameras work, and it's very evident by looking at the definition on your stream.
Now he looks different than his camera, guys.
Oh, no. It's just that people look different in general. Have you ever seen people walk past a famous person that they've seen their movies and not even recognize them? Do you see what happened with Jim Carrey recently? You fat-headed little weirdo. Like, what the fuck, dude? Now we're going to harp on this because he wants people to think that
I'm
this
not
is
the
funny.
one harping
So-
on it. You just fucking, you make no
You
sense.
talked about
make
how you
yourself look
saved-
so stupid. It's so
you talked
great.
about earlier tonight how you saved
Digging
people
your
from getting
grave,
scammed.
bro.
What do those people do, Easy?
Bro, I want to
after-
hear what you said. I was laughing. Go ahead. Start
Oh.
over.
No problem. You said you saved people from being scammed,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Happened
When they
live.
stopped watching channels that they
Did
were
it
getting
live.
scammed by, it happened live. Okay.
Yeah.
When they stopped watching channels they were being scammed by, whose channel did they start watching? Like, who, filled in the space they needed for the entertainment? Is it yours?
They usually because they were like, they were the Facebook mom types, so they usually found like some crochet channel, shit like that.
That's not where a large portion of your audience came from before you hit 3,000 subs. Like, those
No.
people subbed to you, right? Because you were their savior.
I was doing debates and hosting debates far before I did any of that shit.
Okay. I was just
You
going to say,
understand, Andrew? Andrew was on my channel on a debate I hosted way before I even knew who Nicolina was, right?
okay.
Do you know that?
I know he's been around for years and years, so yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Counterpoints was on my channel as well before I even knew who
Who the
that
fuck
was.
is that?
You don't know. Okay,
Oh,
so you don't
sorry,
know
like, I've
anybody.
heard the
I know you
name.
don't know you don't know the Twitch politics. I get it. But
Yeah,
like
I
a
don't
lot of
really
people
watch Twitch.
that were like bigger, Laura De Laguna, what's that? Amaranth or not Amaranth? Amarath. What was that chick's name? Like, I had a lot of bigger
I know it,
people come
yeah.
to my channel before I was ever even close to 1,000 subs, man. I'm
That's
fucking
funny.
listen. This is the difference, Trippy.
Okay.
This is the problem.
Don't
Okay?
scream. It's okay.
This is what it is. This is what it is. I'm likable. You're not.
No, you're not,
And
dude.
that's why you're jealous, right?
I'm
This
sorry.
is
I'm
the
sorry.
problem, right? I give entertainment,
I'm
and
sorry.
you're just a boring clown that looks for other people to make fun of for entertainment.
Why has your
Like, you
viewership
don't
dropped
have any
off since you
content.
started?
There's nothing original about you.
Like,
You-
what?
you-
Why?
Your artwork's fake.
No, it's not, actually. That's a
You're
weird
a
claim.
wannabe juggalo, but no juggalo would fucking accept you.
What are you talking
Right?
about
Like,
there?
You're
I'm
an
a king.
idiot. You're an idiot.
Yeah, whatever. So my artwork's fake. What proof do you have for that?
Oh, Trippy.
Have you seen my sketch work?
We did this last time. I
we
guided
didn't.
everybody to the video.
You can't just make a claim that somebody's artwork's fake.
I don't
That would be
care.
like, dude, I've never said that your music's fake.
Yeah, you did. You
No.
literally say I don't write my own music. You've said it many times.
That wasn't
But
me.
you've said it mad times. I can go. Like, are you stupid?
I said
How
that
you
you don't
gonna
write
try
your
and, like,
AI
cry
songs.
about
Hold on
something?
before we start
Stevie, I would
screaming.
never do that to you. I'm
That's
only
not what I
reaching
just
out to
fucking
your
said.
kid's mother and trying to fuck with your real life and claiming I want to take away your income. But I would never say your art's
Worked out pretty
no
well for me
good.
last night, didn't it?
Fuck up, you pearl clutching little.
Why
bitch.
didn't you get a raid from
Shut
Andrew
the
last
fuck
night?
up,
What happened
bro.
there?
You're a pearl clutching little
Stop
bitch. Your artwork's
screaming.
fake, bro. We know it.
Yeah, okay.
Your artwork's fake. You
Because
don't
I
get to-
drew
wait,
it
wait,
and
Trippy. You
okay.
don't get to run around, reach out to my children's mothers to get them to say shit about me, to expose shit about the real life, claim that you want to take my income away from me.
I
and
never
then
said that
cry,
either. I
and
just
then
succeeded in doing it.
cry, and then cry about me saying
I
your
never said I
artwork
was going to take
sucks.
your income, you stupid
You're
motherfucker.
a bitch. You're a bitch. I know you're
No,
not.
you're a
gonna take
bitch,
my
and it's very
income.
obvious
I know
because you have a
that.
halfway up your
I
tongue
know
tongue
that
ring.
already. You're
The
not
tongue
gonna
ring
do
that you
nothing.
chose when you went to that tattoo
Sean,
place?
the little crew you guys have, you guys are all useless. You do nothing but sit around, watch porn together on fucking Rumble.
Oh,
for
you're
some
still
weird
upset at AP
reason.
for that? My
Like,
God.
What? I'm not upset about it. I'm explaining
Yes,
how
you are.
weird you guys are.
Oh,
You
you
don't
guys
think it's
watch
weird for a bunch
porn
of
and
men
you
to
watch
watch
people
porn
getting
together?
hurt? Why are you so upset about that?
Just
What's
to
up?
be clear, you don't think it's weird for a bunch of men to watch porn together?
That's not what we're doing. It's a wild claim,
You're
but that's not what people are
literally
doing, man.
that. I have it recorded.
Well, in other
He's
words,
playing the porn, and he must be watching it if he's playing it on the Rumble stream, and you guys are in the chat talking, which means you must be watching it too, because
So
you're
what day
talking
does that
about
happen?
your pussy so juicy. Oh, look at those big tits. Like, you're
do you have
sick,
screenshots
bro.
of me saying
You're
that?
sick.
You have screenshots of me saying that, right?
No, those I didn't say you said those specific things.
You did.
You're in
You did
those
say
chats,
you, though.
though. So why are you acting like you
How
don't watch
often?
porn together?
And what day is it on?
Why are you acting like you don't watch porn together?
Tune into Rumble Wednesdays on the
See how
Adonis
you
Paul
won't
Late
fucking
Night with
address
Adonis Paul
nothing?
channel.
No, I'm gonna mute you if you don't answer me now.
Oh, I see.
Let me unmute you.
Yeah, I
Answer
see.
me.
Answer you what?
How
You're
is it
asking
not
if I watch
watching
porn with
together?
adult men? No,
How is that not watching porn together?
I'm not. I'm not even there like 99% of the time.
I didn't ask you about 99% of the time, idiot.
So why would I know
Can
about
you
a
answer a
show?
question? Be a man. I know that you live off your mommy and you're a fucking loser. but
Okay,
can you
Twinkle
just
Toes.
try to be a man for
I
a
know
second?
that you're like really
Try
upset
to
about
be a
having
man
size
for a
9
second.
feet.
Michael, find it in you for your mother's fucking
I
love
did just
of life.
answer you, you
all
fucking
right?
weirdo,
Have
dude.
it
Like,
in you for a second.
okay, looky
How
here,
is it
Goofy.
not
Look here,
watching porn
Goofy.
together?
Look here, Goofy. Okay,
How is it
if I
not
don't watch the
watching
show, how
porn?
do I know what the fuck's happening
How
on
is
every
it
episode?
how is it not watching porn together?
All right, so the way that it's not watching porn together is because it's not actually porn. It's women that are scantily clad dancing around for an audience like the Man Show used to do back in the Comedy
This guy's
Central
such a
days.
liar, bro.
Oh, I'm the liar.
On the
Okay.
Rumble, he doesn't play porn.
As far as I know, he's never shown any fucking full
You're a
penetration porn.
Like, this guy's a fucking liar.
Oh
dude.
yeah, sure. Blah, 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 blah,
Now
blah,
he's
blah.
just gonna make up shit. Like, it's okay.
I'm
It's
making
okay.
up shit, and you have
I have
no
it
way,
recorded. I have
no
it
way,
recorded, so it doesn't
no
matter.
way you can prove it. Then upload it to
Doesn't matter.
Rumble, dude. They'll let you, apparently.
No, you can't upload it, but you can do it live and then take
Then
it down.
do it live on Rumble.
He does it.
Like, then you could show your audience over on Rumble. 20
okay,
seconds.
Bro, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, you're not making any
Lie.
fucking sense to me because I don't know
Lie
any
about it.
people in this group that
Lie
watch
about
porn
it.
together.
It's okay. It's okay.
My
Just lie.
God, I remember you making the claim the first time. Oh, they watch porn together every Wednesday on Adonis Paul's channel, and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
watch people getting hurt
I
and
get
killed.
it. You can lie. We're just watching a
You
scantily
are a
clad
liar,
girl.
Easy.
We're just
You
watching a
are the
scantily clad girl
liar.
they're
That's why
literally
you're saying
getting
this shit right now.
fucked on camera. Like,
You're
this
the
guy's
liar.
a fucking
That's why that's
liar,
not
dude.
your cousin.
Yeah, just
That's
like
why
when
the
you
girl was suddenly 16 when she was actually 15.
Joke,
That's
right?
why the
Trippy?
girl was lying, right?
Hey, Michael, is that right?
What?
Hey, Michael, just like when you went to buy a dildo with your mom, it was for a joke.
Exactly. Like,
Mhm.
dude, do you want me to like
This guy,
have that
you
video
imagine
go up
going
again?
to
Do you want me to
the dildo
re-upload it to
shop
my
and-
channel? I am very much not embarrassed by this. It was
you
a
should
prank.
be.
It was for
You
a
should be.
prank. It was for a prank joke toy.
Even if that was true, it doesn't make it better.
My
You
God,
went to the dildo. The facts are, you
Okay.
went with your mom to
So-
the sex shop to buy a dildo. You're a freak.
Not for my mother.
You're a freak.
Now,
Not
right,
for
sure,
your
that-
mother.
If you state it
not
like
for your
that, when you
mother.
boil it down, and trust me,
Not
people have
for
tried
your
the same
mother.
exact thing that you're saying in the same words in the past, and it still didn't help with anything they were doing. So what's the claim for?
mean
You got
help?
nothing else? Because I
don't
told
need
a
help
story.
with anything.
I told a
You
story.
think
on
I'm
it.
trying to stop people from going to follow you or something?
I
I'm not
told-
like you.
I
I'm
don't
not trying
care.
to ruin your life. I don't care about
I've
you.
literally, and
If
people
you die
can.
right now on stream, it
Oh
would
my
make
God,
no
he just
difference
keeps
to my
going.
life, bro. You understand?
You gonna let me talk?
You're nobody, dude. I don't care
I
about
don't
you.
care. You know what I've done? I've told people in my chat that there's no reason to unsub from Speakeasy's channel. I would never tell people to unsub from you.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
and you can
this
go
guy's such a
back to my
liar,
Wednesday
dude.
stream this week, and you can hear me telling an audience member that told me they like me over you. I said, that's cool. You can watch both of us. Do not
Mhm.
unsub from Speakeasy's channel on my behalf. Now,
Yeah. Okay. Trying to make yourself look better isn't
oh
going to
no,
help
I just
here.
am better. Period. Like I am way fucking better at this. Both fucking
All right. So
mentally.
you're not trying to ruin my life is your claim?
What?
You're not trying to ruin my life is your claim?
I never attempted to ruin your life. No.
Okay. Let's start here. Speakeasy lost his driver's license due to child support arrears. You've done a video while driving, Easy. Prove me wrong by doing a video of you driving. Let's just stop right there for a second, Trippy. If you weren't trying to ruin my life, right, like you're saying, why would you be trying to tell me to drive when you think I have a suspended license?
That's life ruination to you. So
Where would
my
that
point
put
would
me?
be,
Where would that put
I
me?
make the claim that you don't have a
If
license,
it was true, my license was suspended,
which it is.
and I was driving, and you said you want to do it so you can call the cops while I'm live.
Where did I say that?
Why would you want to do it?
No. Where did
You
I say
didn't
that in that post?
Okay, hold
Pull
up.
it back up.
No, not in this post. No. Send me the
Hey,
comments.
Speakeasy.
Send me the comments.
Speakeasy.
You gonna see?
News
Why are you
bomb
acting
here.
like you're not trying to get yourself involved in my real life?
Hey, jackass, I don't know your
talking
address.
About my kid. Stop talking about child support.
No.
Stop talking. See? Then why? What is your goal with talking about it?
Because your life to me is fucking hilarious.
What is your goal by talking about it?
I just answered you.
I asked what your
To
goal
me,
is.
your life is hilarious.
What's your goal?
You are one of the biggest losers on earth.
Okay.
And you sit there and you act like you're not, which is funny because it makes you a lolcow.
Nothing, bro. Nothing.
I just
You're
fucking
nothing.
answered you.
guys
Did you
are
mute me in
nothing.
OBS again?
No, we didn't mute you.
Just
Nobody
remember the
muted you.
entire
Everyone
audio
heard
bit is
you.
being
It's
recorded
still
on my
nothing.
end. So
It's
when
still
I
nothing.
answered you, all of a sudden, oh, he didn't give an answer. I gave you an answer. Fucking with you is fun for me because you done fucked up and tried to make me look like a snake in front of your audience. That's fucking up easy. Now,
You made yourself look like a snake.
apologize to me.
You made yourself look like a snake. You literally
No, I
displayed
didn't.
it
You
live
brought
for
up a
everyone.
story from multiple years ago.
See how he's
Hold
doing
on.
this?
Hold on, because
So
I'm going to tell the
He
story.
wants to get himself involved with my kids because I made him look like a joke.
No, you didn't.
Great.
You
Everyone in the
bitched
chat
out.
knows you snaked Rob Noor. That was you, bro.
It wasn't about Rob
You're
Noor.
the snake, you clout chasing little goofy
I didn't
bitch.
do shit to Rob.
Shut the fuck up.
I didn't do shit to Rob.
You're
This
the
isn't even about
fucking
Rob.
clout-chasing
Why are you invoking
loser.
other people's names when
That's
it has
why
nothing to do with
yesterday
him?
When I told you, Andrew, would you debate you here? You said, no, it has to be on my channel.
I didn't
'Cause you're
say
a
it
clout
has to be on my
star.
channel. He could.
Yes, you did. You're going to lie about that too now?
Show the screenshot of the DMs. I'm giving you permission.
Oh, my God.
I said
This
he
guy
can
just
come up. You know what? Shut up.
Over and over. You're useless, bro.
Stop
This
for
is
a minute.
waste of time at this
Stop
point.
for a minute.
This
Because
guy's
you're
a
sitting there
fucking
making all these fucking claims when you're not even on the right wavelength as me, and I will explain it to
Lie
you.
about DMs, I am going to show DMs.
I will.
Just so
Go
you
ahead.
know.
I give you
All
permission
right,
to
so
show the
just so you
DMs.
know. Nope. I'll debate him on my own channel.
Oh,
You literally said that,
hey,
you fucking little
easy.
snake.
did I say he can come on my channel? Those were the words you used, so I guess you're lying according to the fucking way that you
See what I
debate.
mean, bro? See what
The
I
fucking
mean?
semantic bullshit.
You're
Yeah,
snake.
he could come on my
You're
channel.
snake.
Now, listen to how you delivered the story trying to make me
Man,
look like a
yo,
snake.
My exes aren't even as mad as you, bro.
I'm not mad
That's
at all.
crazy,
I'm only talking so your jackass can get the shit out of your ears and listen to me. You were upset that I didn't come to your defense when other people were talking shit about you. That's what you brought up when Andrew was there.
That's a lie.
No, it's not. I have it recorded, dude. It's in the live stream on both of our ends. It's on your channel, my channel, Dusty's channel. You can't fucking sit here and act like this.
No, it's about me not.
I will put every clip I'm talking about into a full video when I feel like fucking editing it. I'm not going to do it because you told me to. So,
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna see.
Were you not talking about me not having come to the defense of you and that making me a snake? While you were trying to bitch about Rob Nowhere making a fool out of himself on my shit.
You're a snake because you sat on Dusty's panel while he played all this shit and talked about my personal family and said nothing.
That wasn't even Dusty's panel, dude.
Right.
It wasn't Dusty's panel. It wasn't Dusty's panel.
Like this is.
I didn't ask you a question. I made a statement, but you're not listening. You want the audience to be fucking fooled again by your bullshit.
Oh, no, that's why you guys have an apartment.
You fucking scammer. Now you fucking sit there and go, oh, Trippy, when those guys were talking shit and you sent me a DM and told me it might be fun for me to come on and talk some shit to those guys and I freaked out on you and I got all paranoid and I didn't want to go and I said that you were stirring the pot and that's what that fucking did on that stream. That's how you sounded and you turned into a little punk bitch. For
you see that
the 1,050th time this year, you turned into, or whatever fucking last year, whenever we recorded that shit or streamed it, you fucking turned into the punkest bitch. Okay. Talking about how Trippy didn't come to my defense when those two guys were talking shit about me, and he's friends with Dusty, and he talks to Rizzo. I don't give a fuck if these people have a problem with you. Me being a friend with one person doesn't mean that I can't be friends with another. And then you start all this shit. Your own fucking paranoia because you can't put the cocaine down.
No, I don't want you to have like
no, dude, I can talk fast and not be upset. Like you can sit there and you can fucking stick your finger up your nose, make sure those coke buggers don't get away from you.
Check your insulin levels, bro.
My insulin levels are perfect.
Okay.
So when you sit there and you start punking out, and I noticed you were a punk when I sent you that DM, when I was like, these guys are talking a little bit of shit, you might want to show up, have a little fun talking shit back. You freaked out on me.
When you tried to clout shark off of people and drama streams.
I wasn't a clout shark when there was like 16 people watching that stream.
You were sitting on a stream where they were talking shit about. Okay,
I was in the chat of it. I was in the live chat. I wasn't on the stream. Stop making false statements.
All right. Well,
you tell me not to make false statements, don't you?
Let's do this.
Am I right or wrong?
Keep talking. It's going to bite you in the ass again.
Yeah, what are you going to do? You going to call the Canadian cops on me?
No, I already did that.
Right, twice. Yeah, I'm sure that it's their top #1 thing to take care of right now is some guy in Michigan, right?
I said it was technically twice.
Right. You're going to do it right now again? Like, it's not threatening to me. I don't give a fuck what you think you're capable of, but you're not capable of it.
I'm trying to see if I still have you in my Discord.
In the Discord DMs? You can pull it up and you can show how you were... Yeah, I understand. Well, I hope you can find it. You can go to the top.
Lying. Don't you have it? Don't you still have it? Show it.
I don't know. I think you blocked me on Discord.
Yeah, but you can still see it.
Go up to the top left of Discord on your computer, since it looks like that's where you're looking for it, and just type in Trippy, and I should come right up.
No, you don't come right up, bud. I tried that.
That's probably because you blocked me.
Probably. So why don't you just you bring it up?
If I can find you. I'm pretty sure you blocked me. Because you just said that you did. Good gravy. Having me scroll back 3 years, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't talk much, so it's not like it's a whole bunch of messages.
Well, I know, but you invited me to every single one of your little wannabe Kumite sessions, huh?
Kumite? What?
Oh, you don't know what that is. It's my fault. Your wannabe internet blood sports. The sanitized version 4.0 or whatever. Like you jumped on that bandwagon as soon as you could.
I don't care about what some fucking wannabe juggalo thinks.
Oh, is that why you call it internet blood sports?
Verbal combat?
Yeah, you call it that, right?
That's what the
that's what people call it. Oh, okay.
That's what people call it. Oh my god! Can you
just
bring it up?
Coming off with the old name.
About? So just while he's finding this, just so I can explain what he's talking about, he was on a show.
Yeah, you deleted all of your side of the conversation.
He sent me the StreamYard link and tried to get me to come to this show because he wanted to clout shark off the beef because that's all he does, right? He's a drama streamer. This is all he does.
I'm
right?
not a drama streamer. What the fuck?
What else do you do?
I do my Wednesday show. I do my Sunday show. I do my fucking Friday show about conspiracies. My Wednesday show is about funny videos. And my Sunday show is an open panel. None of that is drama, you stupid motherfucker. Also, here's the DMs you were begging for so bad where you deleted every message you have ever sent me. And there's so many gaps in here. Like,
Go all
look,
the way
I'll
up.
scroll all the way up. Look at this. Look at this. So you deleted every side, all of it from your side.
Your poop account.
Nice
Nice try.
Literally deleted every single DM you've ever sent me.
Nice try, though. Nice
Look
try.
at this. All the way down to right here. For where
so
the jealousy
you're
is
not
selfish
listening?
abomination exists, there will be
You're not listening?
disorder. What? What now?
Your trippy poop account.
What lovely thing do you have to say now? Like just my trippy poop account? Okay, well, you definitely deleted every message you ever sent me except for one.
Go to it.
Well, here's 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. On my TrippyCast account, right? Like all the invites to verbal combat are gone. All that shit. Trying to make me look like I fucking don't know what I'm doing. My trippy poop account is only on my cell phone.
So you can't log on to it there?
I don't remember the password or anything.
Oh.
Short of
How
me
convenient.
holding my phone up
How
to my
convenient.
camera. Yeah, you aware of the trippy poop account, are we? How long was I in your Discord under my TrippyCast account before you realized I had two? It was a while, wasn't it?
What's the point of this? What's your point?
I'm just asking.
No,
Filling
I'm asking,
space
like,
while
what's
I'm looking
your
for these
point of
DMs.
saying that, like,
Did you hear me?
because I told you that don't invite me to shit to try to drama fucking
You freaked
clout
out on
shark?
me and you threw a bitch fit.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
well, you can call it whatever you want, but what was I saying to you? Was I not telling you I'm not going to be your fucking your content? Didn't I not say that?
Yeah, it wasn't on my channel, so it wouldn't have been my content
But didn't
regardless.
I say that, Chippy?
It wasn't my content. I don't even remember the person's name
Why
who
are
was
you
running
fucking
the
not
stream.
answering any questions you're asked? Did
Oh.
I fucking say it or
Is it
not?
frustrating? Did you say what?
All right, this is boring.
No,
at
no, no.
this point.
Repeat it just once.
No, answer the question or you're gone. That's your choices.
What the fuck was the question?
Boring, bro.
I've
This is
repeated
boring.
enough answers back to
so
you
bad.
the questions and asked.
Already. This
I've
is
re-asked
just-
stuff a bunch of times too.
This is so boring, man.
Yeah, it is boring. It's on the Speakeasy channel. What the fuck's new?
Uh-huh.
Hey.
Sorry, we don't have 10 viewers like you, bro. Sorry.
Oh yeah, that's misrule. Something there. Huh?
This guy talking about fucking
look at
the
easy,
speak
easy. Look at the
channel.
camera.
Nobody goes
Look
to
at the
your
camera. I know
channel.
you can see the camera. Look at all this shit that you sent me over all these years.
So there is all the messages there. Okay, go up. Go up.
Not all the messages.
Go up. See how you're scrolling now. All of a sudden, all the messages are there. Oh, why are you hiding your face? Show
It's
your
the
little face.
trippy poop.
Show your little
Discord.
face behind there, bro. We want to see your face too. Yeah. So, like, okay, go to
Right.
the part where you tried to send me the StreamYard.
Right.
Go on.
I'll find it.
Oh,
I didn't try to send you the
why you
StreamYard.
getting
I
off
sent you the
camera?
YouTube link, man. You are. Hey, remember when I came up with the name Pigolina?
You didn't come up with that.
Yeah, you're right. I know.
You made a character based off my name, Pigolina.
I
That's
sure
right.
did.
I
Real quick,
named it.
too. Took me about
And
3
then you
seconds.
made a character based off of it because
Right, I
you
just
have
put the
no
pig nose on
fucking
it.
ideas of your own.
I only said that.
And
because
you
I
did
just
that
asked it.
after I already had made pictures of her into a pig.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like you're
Like
not
I was
an
just
original
adding to
guy.
what you had already. I didn't
You're not
ask
an
for anything in
original
return
guy.
for that.
You're not an original guy.
Like you didn't ask me for anything for that, or you didn't ask me to make that, and I didn't ask for anything in return. I just thought it was silly.
I
So,
know that. That's not my claim. My claim
Right,
is
like I
that
just used a
you're
different picture.
fucking-
Like big deal, dude.
You're a vulture. You have no ideas of your own, right? It's demonic.
There are a
Do you have
lot.
any
When did you start
any
verbal
other
combat?
problems? Do you have any of the other problems you have with me? Or
Well, I never got an answer for 90% of the things I brought up already.
I've
So what's the
literally
point?
answered everything.
Right, right. What does it make you if you are 18 and you have sex with a 15-year-old?
I already said this.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I was a dumb teenager.
You-
Yeah.
No. Okay. Doesn't have to be you specifically. Let's say somebody else does it. What does that make them?
If it was the same situation as mine,
Doesn't have to be now. Like,
Okay, then
the
it's
guy
not
doesn't say that she lied about her age.
It's not analogous anymore, and I don't care.
I like how you make the claim she lied about her age when there's no way anybody could disprove that statement's correct. Like, there's no way I could disprove that she lied about her age, right? There's no way anybody could ever disprove that. But it's kind of funny and a convenient excuse for you to look a little bit better, even though you definitely don't. But whatever, dude. I didn't know that 18-year-olds hung out with a bunch of 15-year-olds all the time. I think that's
I just told you that's not what happened. So
right, she was at a party. I didn't know her age. I heard a story like that from someone else. He used to go by the name UA. Anyways,
cool, bro.
Man, this is all fucking verbal combat.
That's the thing. You keep trying to make me into these other lol cows that you guys troll, but like I'm not them, so you can't do the same thing.
A lol cow for sure. But how many years ago did you ask me, or did I ask you to go on to that
shit? Your whole life, guy.
Buddy.
If I had 2 train tracks, right? My sandals are on one and you're on the other. I definitely save my fucking sandals. They're worth more.
Got it, motherfucker. So I got the first message that I sent you about those guys live streaming, right? It says, hey, these guys are speaking about you, speakeasy, but not in a bad way. That was the first fucking DM, but not in a bad way.
Going down.
Yeah. When I said I was stirring the pot, LOL.
No, go down. Yeah. Exactly. Trying. Look. They're live right now. No. Stop moving it. Why you keep moving it, you little bitch? No, you're just trying to cover your fucking ugly mutt face.
Yeah, moving it away from my face is covering my face.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Look.
It's really
live right now, sir. Me and Flo can probably work the topic back to you. How could you do that if you weren't on panel?
I wasn't yet.
Oh, you weren't yet. This guy's a liar, so he just proved he's lying. No, go back. Bring it back up.
Well, this came up, jackass.
What's with all the bottles and everything there? You fucking stink, bro. Holy,
I got bottles everywhere.
Fucking house, you pig.
I got 30,000 bottles because I came onto this live stream, so Speakeasy
you're
definitely
gross,
admit.
Anyways, stay there. Go down.
Look at how
down for a
paranoid
minute.
you come off right there.
Why are you scared? Stop shaking so much. Why are you shaking?
Yeah, hold your hand out holding anything.
Why are you shaking so much?
Let's see if your hand shakes too.
Why are you shaking so much?
All right, pussy, read it.
Holy fuck, dude.
You can see it, right?
Go up though. Go up. You skip some.
Sorry, I didn't know it was gonna be this fucking specific.
You're trying to dodge it. He says, they're live right now. Me and Flo can probably work the topic back to you. There wasn't any name calling. And I want everybody to know as well, at this time, me and Flo were already not on good terms. So he's trying to bring me to a panel with Flo. So I said, oh, nah, fuck Flo. You put LOL. Should I say that? I could, wait, you're shaking.
I can't make it out either.
You're shaking so much, bro.
It says,
oh my God.
You just saw what it was saying. Because I don't like being on fucking camera, asshole.
Yeah, you make fun of my hair. It's because your hair.
I don't give a shit about that. Talk about me all you want.
Dirty
you have nothing. You're sitting there calling the fucking Canada squad over there. And I hope they're federals too. So it says, LOL, should I say that? I can be like, Easy said, fuck you, Flo. Then you go, ah ha ha ha, nah, Flo's a bish. Bro, Lil Snake. Ah ha ha ha. LMAO, you don't hate me. And I said, you should show up in chat and blow them up for fun. And
why did I say you don't hate me? Explain that part, because you were already on panel. Shut the fuck up. You were already on panel, and then they bring up Speakeasy, and you said, oh, I don't hate Speakeasy.
No,
that's why I said that, you idiot. So you were already on panel, you liar.
I'm showing this on camera for the audience, and, well, he doesn't want to show it because he put a thumbs up on it.
Because you're a bitch.
He put a thumbs up on me saying you should show up for fun and blow him up, or show up and blow him up for fun.
Okay, yeah, I put a thumbs up. Wait,
nah,
I
bro.
put that thumbs up on my own too? Are you sure?
I probably put that one on yours. I probably put it on yours.
Click the thumb on yours. Click the thumb on yours, pussy.
Pussy. Why do you think that calling someone is not doing anything easy?
It's his own.
Oh, maybe I just did that.
Thumbs up. You see that shit lying.
All right, maybe I just did it, dude. Who fucking cares? You saw my fingers sliding around my fucking phone.
You see this shit? You're a
fucking
liar.
On screen, though. I don't care.
You're a liar.
I don't
this
care.
This is why they normally don't come up.
Yeah, every excuse in the fucking book, you 15-year-old fucker.
You see that shit?
All right?
You see that
You fucking hebephile.
Yeah.
see it
You
some more?
pig. Yeah,
I
you
probably did
pig.
that thumbs up just
pig.
now. I don't
I
care
said,
if
no,
fucking I
bro.
fucked up a little bit.
Read it. Go back
Yeah.
up. Go back up. Go back
Well,
up.
go back
I said,
up. Go
no,
back. I
bro. You
already read
guys,
this.
good luck with the gossip panel.
Right. Here it comes where you
And then
start
you said,
freaking out
or
on me.
hop on panel. So I've already told him no, and he's still trying to tell me
You
to
want to
hop on
farm me
panel.
for content?
Yep.
No, I thought it would be fun
Yep.
for your stupid ass to go on and talk shit because you like talking shit. My
You
God,
said,
it's a
I'm getting
weird
ready
thing.
to stream. Just thought you could have some fun. Sorry, didn't mean it like that. See, he said, I'm getting ready to stream, meaning you
Where
wanted
did I
to
say
stream.
I'm getting ready to stream?
Go back down, you pussy. Are you
Where did I
deleting
say
it?
I'm getting
Go
ready
back
to
down.
stream?
Get down. Go down.
Yeah,
right there.
I'm deleting it with my third
down
hand.
a little more with your shaky ass hand there.
Yeah, I'm holding out a
getting
phone.
ready to end my stream. Just thought you could have some fun.
More than willing to go with your own narrative.
So if you were wait, so that's even worse. You were streaming and you were gonna hold out for the beef.
No, I was going to end my stream
you
and
were
then
streaming not on panel.
I was going
huh?
to watch. No, I
streaming
wasn't
not
on
on
panel,
panel.
Speakeasy. I wasn't on
Such
panel.
a liar, dude.
I still wasn't on panel. Wow, you're fucking just gonna stretch this to your own narrative no matter what I say, huh?
Holy fuck.
No matter what I fucking say, huh?
Holy fuck, you're such a liar. It's not about no matter what you say. You just proved you were a liar in front
You're
of
sitting
everybody.
there just twisting whatever it is because you
like,
don't want people to see how paranoid you always are. I come to you at the time as a friend. Do it.
Why
Do
are you
it.
so scared?
Hold your phone out towards the camera and we'll see if your hand shakes. Just hold it still. Hold it still, Easy. Why are you shaking? Put words on the screen like I had. Yeah, why are you shaking? Your hand is definitely shaking.
Words on the screen.
Just show the same DMs I'm showing,
What
I
does
guess.
the
I don't fucking
words
care.
on the screen have
Your
anything
hand was
to do
still
with
shaking. It's not a big thing for you to say mine
Turn
were.
the lights on, Trippy.
What lights?
Oh
What lights?
My God. Look at this mutt.
What lights? I don't have streamer lights like some bitch who used to sit there with his streamer.
Ashamed of yourself, bro.
Yeah, dude. I'm so happy
Why
that
so
you think it's funny.
Just go be better, bro.
I just know how much better I look than you are.
Be like such an envious, jealous.
I don't want to scare your audience into coming and subbing for me or nothing.
They're not gonna sub to you.
I know they like scammers like yourself.
Okay.
Oh,
now I'm a scammer.
I gotta go on Facebook and tell people.
I'm a scammer. I'm a scammer.
Oh, good. I'll explain it.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go on Facebook and tell people I need equipment for one of my children to be able to walk. So what kid do you have that needs help walking?
The fuck are you talking about?
I'm Speakeasy. I used to Facebook live stream and now I'm going to say that I didn't. Oh, now I'm going to lie to my audience as per usual when he does it every night.
I asked a Facebook live stream to help my kid walk.
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
Oh, it was one of the girls. I need help paying for equipment for my daughter to walk.
On a Facebook live stream. Bring it up.
Oh, no, you deleted that a long time ago, didn't it, Easy?
Then how do you fucking know about it?
You don't think anybody saved it, right?
You fucking claim, you retard.
Look at your face right now. You don't think anybody saved that?
Your face. Your face. Bring your face up right now.
You seriously don't think that anybody saved it?
Bring your face up right now.
Whatever. I'll stream Wednesday on camera the whole time.
Why are you scared?
I'm not scared. I just had my fucking camera on, you fat fuck.
Go ahead.
You bitch shit having ass skinny bitch. Yeah. Oh, I also have that video of you fighting.
Fat now? Okay.
Whatever I said.
I bet you I'm a fucking lot thinner than you, but can you put your face on camera?
I already did. You have to pay for the rest.
Now. Do it right now.
You got to pay for it. So,
you probably are a whore like that, right?
No, you got to pay for it. Because I know you're going to try to fucking fap to it later anyway.
You probably make dudes pay you to see you all the time, don't you?
Only guys with split hair where half of it's pink.
Yeah. It's red. Are you colorblind too? Are you colorblind too?
That's red. You need to go back.
Are you colorblind too? Or
also, they did a bad job because you can see the line between that hair and the darker hair. It looks like you need your roots touched up. What's that all about?
Gay saying that I need my roots touched up. That's gay as fuck, bro.
Yeah, but look in the mirror. Like, it's all right to sound gay once in a while, but when you've had a dick in your mouth like you, I mean, like, dude, you have a tongue ring halfway up your tongue. That's for fucking stimulation of the tip of the penis. That is not for your wife. I don't care what you say. The ring would be further down your tongue towards the front if it was for a pussy.
That's not how tongue piercings work. They have to make sure they don't hit a specific veins in your. What are you
That's
talking
why they're
about?
off
Right.
center, because you have a vein down the middle of your tongue. That's why it's off center, and you'll never have a perfectly centered
How do they
tongue ring.
split? How do they split tongues if people have the main artery down the middle? You retard.
Because the split is slightly
You're
off
an
center.
idiot. You're actually too stupid to actually
I
like
just
converse
told you
with.
why. The split is the split is
This guy
slightly off
literally
center.
saying you got a tongue ring halfway up your
Yeah,
tongue.
you
That
got a
means
tongue
you're
ring that's
dick.
meant for sucking
Like,
cock.
what logic is that?
You have a tongue ring that's meant for stimulating the tip of a penis.
I'm sure you would
And you're
know
sitting here
something
calling other
like
people
that.
gay. Like, is it all projection? Is that why you call everyone else a pedophile?
You're just saying things, though.
No, I'm
You're
asking a
literally
question.
just saying things. This is
Because
the
that's one of
difference
your-
between me and you. Stop, Trippy. Stop interrupting me, or I'm gonna mute you. All right. This is the difference between me and you. All right. You're saying I'm gay for a tongue piercing, da 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 da. But I'm saying you're gay because you're a man that constantly calls me every night, makes posts about me, makes videos about me. That's pretty gay, bro. You have no life. That's pretty gay. You're
right.
pretty
And
gay.
you can prove that I'm the one doing it. You know, your phone number is not
See,
just
why you keep lying. I
in
don't know why
one
you
person's
keep lying.
possession. Like, I didn't
You're a
give it
bitch.
out, but
You're a
you
whole bitch.
definitely,
You literally
definitely
said on your streams that
What
you
did
were
I-
prank calling me. You said it yourself.
right,
So,
while
like,
I was prank calling you.
you can cry all you want and
I'm not
try
crying,
to,
dude.
try to
Matter
run
of
it
fact,
back.
this
But
is
when
just
you get
straight up.
when you get in trouble for all this, don't come crying.
This is your
bro.
most entertaining stream. Because it's so
Okay.
many lies coming out of your mouth to try to protect your skin so that you can sit here and try
That is-
to convince people that you're going to
Just
make
said-
$300 tonight.
Look it up.
Convince everyone. It's cool. I was showing on my stream the other day how we're able to actually
Just
change
admit-
the
he
amounts
just
on
said
those bars
you can't
ourselves.
prove it's me and then admits he was calling. He's an idiot.
That's not what just happened.
Yeah,
I
that
just
is what
said
just happened.
that I live stream calling your number because I wanted people to see that even with it unblocked, you were too scared to answer. And that's how it happened, man. And then you answer the phone and go N-word, 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 because you had nothing else. You have no creativity
Because I
in
had
any of your
nothing else,
body.
because you're harassing me.
F slur, F
If
slur,
you're
F
gonna
slur.
harass
Like, what the fuck,
me
dude?
and my family to make content, I'm gonna fuck your shit up.
All right, sure. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
you already called the
Do you
Canadian
notice how I
federals.
don't go chasing you around? You're the one doing it to me.
No, you
That's
run
gay.
and run and run and run. That's why
I
you
don't
blocked
talk
AP in the
to you,
StreamYard.
dude. I just don't want to be your
That's
friend.
why
I know
you
that's what
blocked
this is all
Adonis
about. I don't
Paul.
want to be your friend.
That's why
Chippy.
you blocked Adonis Paul in the
never gonna be
StreamYard because you're
friends. I'm never gonna do
afraid.
content
Like when I just
collaboration
called
with you.
when I just called
It's
you
not
out.
happening anymore.
I don't care.
So
I never
what
wanted
is
to
your
collaborate
goal,
with you.
bro?
You can go back on Easy's stream audience and you can see how many of his verbal combats I was actually part of. It's 5.
And
Yeah. That means I was clout chasing you all the time when I joined once every 6 months? Yeah. Kind of pokes a hole in your
you're
narrative.
an idiot. I got you a
I'm an idiot.
You've been friends with Adonis Paul that has like 10,000 subs and shit. Couldn't get over 1,000 in all the years you've been on YouTube. I promote you one time and you get over 1,000.
I was
Fuck
at 946 that night
you, bitch. Your own friends didn't help you as much as I did.
because I didn't
Shut
ask
up.
them to. I
ruined
came
it.
around. I didn't ask you to either. You
Ruined
just decided to do it because you wanted to look like Big Hero
Right.
6.
You're a loser living in an apartment
Oh
with
my
your
God.
mother. This
Okay.
is why.
Right. Sure.
You're a piece of shit.
Right. No
You
adult
have a
person
job.
on earth.
You're a bum.
Nobody on earth
You're a
lives with their
fucking
parents.
bum.
No adult anywhere lives with their parents.
With no job, you're a bum.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not an editor that's paid for it, right?
An editor that's paid.
I'm not a paid editor.
Oh my god. No,
I mean,
you're
shit,
not.
just a fucking couple of weeks
No,
ago,
you're
this
not
lawyer.
a paid editor, bro. Making $5 off one edit means nothing. Fucking
No,
loser.
it was actually $400 for a 35-second video. I don't
Sure
know what
it
you're talking
was.
about, but okay.
Sure it was. Ooh, $400. You did one job
For
that was
35
$400.
seconds.
Holy fuck, dude. It doesn't take 35 seconds to edit 35 seconds. You're a retard. You're an actual retard.
Ooh,
See how
sure.
stupid you are?
Okay. It was to help the guy
It
prove.
doesn't take 35
what
seconds
AI
to
looks
edit
like.
a 35-second video. You're a retard.
How long does
You're
it
a
take you
liar
to
and a
edit a
retard.
video down to
Prove
35
that you're
seconds?
an editor and you made $400 off a 35-second video. Prove it.
So you want me to like just post fake statements now? You want me to
No,
go get the
just don't
check?
Any proof.
Like you want me to go get the check?
Yeah, that's
All
what
I had to do
thought.
was scan it into my fucking
That's what I
my
thought.
Chime
This guy's
account.
just a liar, dude. Your
You're
job
easy.
is
Sure.
editor online, and
You know,
all he has
just
to
because
show
you
for it,
call
all he has to
some-
show for it is one video he got paid for.
No, that was just like
Whoa, big timing, bro.
that was
The Wolf
pretty
on Wall
recent,
Street
and it was
over
on the
here,
top of my
guy.
mind. Pretty recent was on the top of my mind. So, like, you think calling people in a liar just
You're a
makes them a
bum.
liar?
You don't have a job.
Oh, you don't have a job. You
Yes, you don't have a
literally
job.
lying
You're
right now.
a bum.
Literally lying right now. How
What's
do
your
you think I've
job?
been able to afford my mother's medication?
You haven't.
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't.
Out of
That's
my
why
own
you go
fucking
online
pocket.
and beg for it.
You know, online,
That's why you go online and beg for money for your mother's medication.
Right. Sure.
It's literally what you do.
Nice tweak there. I like how you
You can't just provide entertainment that people would pay for, and then you could take care of your family. Right?
man, neither do you.
That's the I would.
Yeah, I know you went into
You can
what
say
is it?
that
What are
all
you
you
using?
want, bro. It won't make it true.
What are you
okay?
using?
You
Streamlabs?
can say all you want.
You using
That I
Streamlabs?
don't make nothing, but it doesn't make it true, right?
Are you using
We're
Streamlabs
getting
to
pretty
show that
full here.
bar?
Look, Chippy, we're getting pretty full here, bud.
Right. You're using a software,
Look,
either
it's,
Streamlabs.
155
Right? Is it Streamlabs
sorry,
or is it Stream
hour and
Elements?
55 minutes. Poof, pretty good, man. I got
Streamlabs.
the best chat hands down, dog.
Right. You can go into the back and you can change the amount in that bar. Like,
I could.
yeah,
Yeah.
you just did.
I just did.
Yeah. You can show the chat and everything and show like the super chat that supposedly came through. But
Yeah,
I mean, if you're willing to lie about everything else that you lie about and then call me a liar for pointing out your
like this
lies.
one, Chippy, the $100 one here, or the $50 one, or the 2, or the 5, or the 2, or the 2, or the 20, or the 2, or the 20, or the 5, or the 5, or the 10, or the gifted memberships, or the 5. Which ones do you want me to show you?
You would have made none of this if I wasn't on stream tonight. And you're faking it.
I'm faking
Prove you're not faking it. Prove you're not faking it. What I want you to do to prove that you're not faking it. Your audience is very used to this dono goal. You do $300 a night. So if you don't put up the dono bar for one night,
another fake one. Yo, here's another fake one, guys.
Okay, dude, keep on fake laughing. It's fucking weird. I don't know what you think you are, but you're definitely not an actor. You're definitely not an actor. Yeah. I don't have my wife take out credit cards so that I can have her make accounts and then send in super chats. I don't hand out money to other people and then tell them to specifically send the money back to me when I'm live.
Say your Michael, say your claim now. My wife takes the what?
I want you to do one live stream where the dono goal isn't there and still make $300. It should be easy if they're all being shown in the super chats, right? And it should be easy as well because your audience knows that your goal is usually $300.
Let's go, chat.
Do a night without the bar. Do a night without the bar and by yourself.
I've done plenty. What's the bar have anything to do with anything?
That's supposedly helping you get to 300. But in actuality,
wait,
you don't really hit 300 any night, do you?
This guy's so sad. Is this all you got?
Oh no, I'm not the guy sitting here defending myself for fucking a 15-year-old.
Anything else but claims, empty claims?
And that's the exact thing that you do all the time.
Do you have any evidence for anything?
Yes, I do. And it's surprising that you're daring me to do it. So easy. You don't have a kid that lives in Michigan?
Nope.
Ah, okay. Yeah, cool. Because I have a video of you saying
when I was going back and forth to Michigan, I used to lie and say one of my kids was in Michigan.
Oh, now you were lying then.
Because freaks keep going and trying to find out shit about my real life and posting.
Why do you guys think I go to Michigan all the time?
If you're not gonna let me talk and answer you, you can sit in the back.
I'm telling you what I saw. It wasn't you lying. It was you stretching the truth.
Yes, I lied that I had a kid in Michigan because you guys kept searching for my son like a fucking deadbeat loser that you are. Okay,
searching for your son. I don't,
because I'm not like you. Wow. I don't use my family.
Yeah, but you
for
still
clout,
fucked a 15-year-old.
Telling people I took my mother to the dildo store for clout, like you do. You're a weirdo, right? You're a fucking weirdo. I know you want to use your own family for clout. Thank the Lord that no bitch ever laid down to have kids with you, because who knows what you would be fucking doing to them for clout, you fucking freak.
Thanks for throwing me in the back because I was making such good points. So
No, it's because you interrupted me while I
so
was
now
talking.
you
told you that's how-
lied about having a kid in Michigan. Okay. I
Yes.
mean, what about the whole I'm Muslim thing? What was that about?
Never said I was Muslim.
Never said
Prove
you
it.
were pagan either.
Prove it.
Yeah. No, don't worry.
Prove it.
It's a coming.
Okay.
It's a coming.
Mhm.
If you wouldn't piss so many people off by stabbing them in the back, you wouldn't have these problems.
Dude,
You're
do
a
you have any
backstabbing
claims?
snake.
He just said you're daring me to show proof, and then he's
I know.
like, it's
You
coming.
keep doing it, which is
It's
funny because now I
coming.
have permission.
It's coming.
It is a coming. You know.
Anything else,
Anyway,
man? Do you have anything you can prove right now, or no?
I can prove you're a bitch just by being on this panel. That's happened plenty of times.
Yeah, this is like fucking.
Why do you have your hair shaved into a handle?
Low IQ here, bro. This is crazy.
IQ.
No, you guys you got to show this. You know, this is why.
I can
Because
prove that
now
you
when
use
he
your.
goes and makes all the posts about me and how I'm scared of him and yada yada, this is what happens when they come up. They come up
try to
with
twist the narrative. It's fine.
the other
Keep on
one's
doing it.
making a part 2. Where's John, bro? Where's that part 2, bro? I thought it was so bad, and he's just waiting for the court date. Da 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 da. Where is it, Doc?
He's been in your right ear this
Where is
entire
it,
time.
bro? Where is it?
I know you're watching his
Where is it?
Rumble.
Where is it?
Hey.
Where's part 2?
I know you're watching his Rumble
Where's
right now,
part 2?
or at least listening to it.
I don't watch you guys.
I know you listen.
to
You
God, I don't
obsessively
watch
listen to him when he's talking about you. That's
No, I don't.
specifically why when you started the
really don't.
stream, you
This
said,
guy's so crazy, dude. I really
okay, keep
don't.
talking over me.
I don't listen to you guys. You
Okay,
can
then
make the claim all you want. It doesn't make it true.
This is the
I
part
don't
where I
listen to
say,
you.
then why do you have an
How
earbud
the
in?
fuck do you think I would fucking want to waste my time listening to you guys repeat the same boring claims with no evidence?
No evidence.
Yeah.
Right. No evidence of you having your fingers in that girl's ass or between her cheeks. None. I know, because you definitely had to defend that.
You
Suddenly
clearly
she's
don't
not
know
your
the
cousin, huh?
anatomy- You don't know the anatomy of woman, so let me explain it to you. So if you look at how she's bent over, her asshole. Shut up.
I never said your fingers were in her asshole. I said in her butt cheeks.
That would be like where her vagina is, wouldn't it?
Your fingers are in her butt cheeks.
No, it's not. It's
Your fingers
holding her leg.
are in her butt cheeks.
It's literally holding her leg.
Oh, is that the game we're gonna play?
Video. What's the point of that, anyways? This is a video from like fucking over 4 years ago now. I wasn't even streaming at this time. I was a DJ in my past.
My screen right now, your fingers are not in her butt crack.
You know I'm not putting that on my YouTube stream.
You're not going to pull it up because you don't want me to prove to your audience that you're sitting here lying.
No, because
okay.
I mean, try to record it and say it's something it isn't.
I'm not going to do that to you.
Yeah,
have
I don't
some
believe
fucking
you.
balls, dude. You already reported my channel and Adonis Paul's. Suck a dick.
Guys. Prove I reported you guys.
Prove it.
Go ahead. Another claim.
Prove it, guys. Prove it. It was on a video about you.
Listen. I'm talking to my wife. Shut up. Send me the screenshots of them saying that I'm reporting them, so they're gonna come here and report. They're gonna do the same thing. Go ahead. Send me those screenshots. You're a liar, bro.
Right. In my
the
comments on my post. The comments on my post are to a guy who said, I can explain
You're jealous
this.
of me, bro. You wish you could beat me.
I can literally explain this.
Sucks,
the comments
bro.
on that post on my.
I need more coffee.
Oh my god. Not even convinced she's a woman.
You could call your mom. Maybe your mom will make you some coffee.
I don't need her to. So
anyways, go ahead. Why you can't yell?
I don't need a woman to do that for me because I'm a man who can get shit myself.
Your house, right? It's not your mom's. It's your house. That apartment, it's yours, isn't it?
What apartment?
The apartment you live in.
Easy.
The apartment you live in.
You keep changing the subject at this point. So what I was going to say was,
Michael, it's yours. Yell, Michael. See,
hey.
No, don't fake yell. Actually yell.
I just fucking did, but I have my mic set better than you.
Hey, that's not yelling. Actually yell.
Hey, I'm yelling.
Oh, that's not yelling.
I'm screaming as loud as I fucking can.
That's not screaming.
Oh,
Come
yeah,
on,
you
dude.
suck ass. You suck ass, dude. You sit there. Oh, every fucking thing out of your mouth is a fucking. You don't know what a condenser does, do you?
Hey, is mommy sleeping?
You don't know it's a condenser mic, right? So like I have it set so that my gain doesn't peak. You don't even know how to do that with your mic. So okay, whatever.
Is Mama Trip sleeping?
Wow, dude. You're
Where's Mama Trip?
She's in her room.
She's in her room?
Yeah, she's in her
Are you
room.
gonna go join her after the call?
Am I gonna what?
I said you're gonna go join her after the call?
I
You
don't
guys
know.
share a room?
Is your wife gonna use your hair handle
You guys
later
share a
on when she
room?
pegs the shit out of your asshole?
You guys gonna share a room?
Are
In
you
your
ever gonna
one-bedroom
figure out what
apartment,
religion you want
or
to
do you
be, or
sleep
do you
on the
just
couch?
base that on whoever you want to be your
Do
boyfriend?
you share a room in the one-bedroom apartment or sleep on the couch?
It's what? Whatever, dude. I have my own bedroom, so I don't
So
know
you
whose
share the room with
address.
your mom?
I
You
don't know
share the
whose
room with your mom?
address you got off of People Finder, but
share
do
the
you
room
know
with your
what
mom?
delete me is?
You
Do
share
you know?
you share
I'm
the room
trying
with
to
your
ask
mom,
you a
right?
simple question.
See how he got so quiet right there, guys?
I didn't
He
get
lives in a
quiet.
one-bedroom apartment with his mom. This is the guy that's
Oh yeah,
over
where
here
is
trying
it?
to make me fucking
Where is
out
it,
to be
Easy?
a loser.
You don't know what delete me is,
You
do you?
say it. I'm not doing that.
You
I'm not
don't
doxing your
know
address.
what delete me is, do you?
If you dox your own address, then I can repeat it.
Do you have an answer for me? Do you know what delete me is?
Mommy's gonna make you sleep on the couch if you yell
Do
too
you
loud.
know what delete me is?
Do you know what Bates
Okay, good.
Hotel
So
is?
now I really know that you have the
You
wrong
know what Bates
address.
Hotel
You
is?
even got the wrong Michael Ayers.
You know what Bates Hotel is?
A TV show,
You're
right?
like that dude, right? That weird dude that was fucking his own mom. You're like that dude, right?
Can't say that I've ever done that.
Probably why you're losing hair, bro. All that demonic energy inside of you.
No, I'm 38. I'm allowed to lose hair.
You're loud. I didn't say
Yeah,
you
look up
weren't.
how many guys lose hair by the age of 40. Anyways,
I know, because you're just an average bitch.
right. So bring up that whole thing about. Bring up that
you're
whole
just
thing.
an average bitch.
Right. That was so funny. You had to laugh at yourself. So bring up the whole thing about people reporting your channel.
You know, I'm
Bring it
outside
up.
of the average
Come on.
height. I'm
Get the
outside of the
screenshots.
average
I know you
look,
asked Alicia.
outside of the
All right.
average hair.
I know you
Like,
asked Alicia.
you know, have you ever had anybody in your life when you were growing up tell you that there's always going to be someone better than you?
I'm right here.
I'm that example for your life, bro.
So you got me muted on OBS again or what?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
So
ignoring you.
you're not going to show the
Do you think
screenshots.
do you think like because the chat's not responding to anything you say that you're being muted? They don't
Oh no,
care.
I'm not
what
looking at chat. I haven't even
you're
looked
a
at it once.
Loser, bro.
Your fake
You're an
ass
actual
chat, your
loser.
brainwashed ass people who
This is
actually
like the
donate.
most, like, the only reason you're still up here is because the rest of those pussies are too scared to call in because they know this is what happened.
Because you have Adonis
they know
Paul
how
blocked.
dumb they look.
You have AP blocked from StreamYard.
No, I don't. What's his
Yes,
name?
you do. He proved it on his Rumble stream tonight.
What's his name in StreamYard?
Adonis Paul.
There's no Adonis Paul in my StreamYard.
Because you have him blocked in the StreamYard.
He
have recorded
the banned guests here, you moron.
He fucking live streamed it. You have him blocked.
Okay, so he must be lying.
Now, why don't you show me all these people
lying
threatening?
What his name is? Is he Channel 2?
Why don't you
News?
show me all these people threatening to?
Is he Tommy Sisson? Is he VG? Mexi Man and Cheese? That's okay. I'll unblock all these retards until he can come up. Is it Dexter's Ghost? Is it Free Hate? Is it Jacob Hof? Is it Brian Childry? Which one is it, bro?
Honestly,
what fake name is he using? He's just a bitch and won't come up with his actual account. That's why he's blocked.
He did
Tell
use
him
his
to
actual
come up here, not break TOS, and then confront me one-on-one. Why won't he?
He can hear you right now. He's live streaming this.
He's a bitch.
Yeah, he's restreaming this right now. Okay, he's entering the studio as we speak. Check the studio. Check the studio. Check the studio. Check the studio.
Okay.
He's here.
You're just gonna talk over me. Tell him to get the StreamYard link it to his YouTube account, and come up here. Simple. All right, sorry, Trippy. The one that likes to steal your shine has already come, so sorry, buddy. Good. I'm letting you know, John, if you break TOS and shit, I'm just kicking you out.
Hey, no problem, James. Don't worry about that. Maybe we can clear up some misunderstandings that we have, and we've had for a little while. You see, I don't know anything about you or Trippy and your problems or your weird debate bro community, but I can tell you that I find you to be a queer. And on top of that, I noticed that you lie in the same way we've seen Tonka Saw lie since 2016. The yelling over people, the screaming.
Tonka?
Yeah, you're too much of a fetus to know any kind of internet lore. I don't blame you for that. Here's my
much of a
problem, though.
fetus to know internet lore? Are you proud of knowing internet lore? I have an actual life, dude. I know real life lore, not
I know too much
internet
about your
lore.
life
Who
for
the
me to
fuck
fool you with
cares
that,
who
buddy.
Conka is,
People with
retard?
lives have a driver's
This
license. They
retard
can
over
use.
here just said, "Oh, you're too much of a fetus to know internet lore." Okay, woo.
Yes, that is true.
Anyways,
So yeah, like I was saying, I have more of a life than you, just because I have a working driver's license and children who love me.
I have a working driver's license.
No, you know, your driver's license
me
was
too.
suspended last week when your
No, it
ex-wife got
wasn't.
full custody of the children, got your driver's license suspended.
That's not
I've
how
got
that
all the
works.
paperwork, and if
You
you're
have the
willing to put me
paperwork?
on screen,
Show my license is
I'll be more than
suspended.
happy to drop the actual
Show it.
receipts.
Bring it up right now.
Sure, I'll be more than happy to. Give me a second. I'm gonna fetch it out of my email real quick, and we'll take a look at your court documents here live on your show.
No, not the court documents. The thing that said my license is suspended. You said that you have that.
I have your court documents, and I'm going to pull them up right now.
No, you're not putting the court documents up.
That's what I offered, and you said pull it up.
Suspended.
With what? How else am I going to prove your driver's license is suspended?
That's not how it works.
How else am I going to prove your driver's license is suspended without showing the court order for it?
The court order for it?
Stop answering a question with a question, dipshit. I've got it right here.
Where did the court order come from exactly?
I only have screenshots of the middle of the page. I can't see the top.
So you just
have
exactly some made up screenshots?
Well, I mean, it's got your name on it and your information on it.
So you have a screenshot that has my name on it
from your ex on the day she said you've been going to go to court for months, and you keep saying to do part 2 of your you keep saying to do part 2 of my documentary on you, but maybe I was waiting for you to finish court here in March before I did that.
All right.
Yes, I've got the proof that but you won't let me show it. Well, just like you said, nobody would show up here tonight, and then you had everybody
show the court documents because wasn't.
You just said not to show it.
That
Everyone
wasn't
heard
supposed
you.
to be talked about. You're supposed to talk about the license suspension.
I have proof of your license suspension too. Would you like to see it? It is going to be official documentation. At your request, because I'm not trying to come in here and just dogpile you. If you don't want any official documentation shown, I won't. And we'll just be like, you can either believe me or AP. That's all I can say. I can either show you an official document showing that your license is suspended, or I can't. And it's whoever believes.
Yeah, but like it wouldn't be from a court order that someone else has. So that
it would show your arrears in child support.
That it wouldn't.
I'm not even mad at. Hey, let me tell you
how that goes.
Let's get off on a good foot, friend. Let me tell you what I'm not mad at you about.
So just to be clear, do
you want to see official documentation or
someone
not?
else got mail that my license was suspended?
I never said anyone got it in the mail. I got it from your ex. I'm in 2 of your exes contacted me when I started beefing with you. They got my email. You tell them you say I'm contacting your exes. They got my email off my YouTube page and contacted me.
So my exes contacted you and gave you court documents?
That is correct.
Thank you.
If you can do something to them for it, that's not my business.
Anything else?
They told me I could use it on my video, so I'm not ashamed of telling you that.
Okay, anything else?
Do you have any questions? Would you like to show my girlfriend's TikTok? Hey, by the way, you said the other night. I have a question.
I don't care who you are. You could die right now and make no difference.
I have a question for you. You said the other night that my girlfriend had a TikTok full of like little girl play and shit. But when I go to her TikTok, it's pictures. It's just video games and shit.
You go delete it all?
Oh, now it's all deleted. I wish you could hear the laughter that my audience can hear now. You understand that Leaf has her own following. People follow her. They know her. They know you're full of shit.
You can't even hear the laughter of your audience. Like, are all bald people stupid? Is this what happens when you go bald?
Oh God, I'm not set up. I'm already on virtual
This guy just said, if you could hear the laughter of my audience, you can't even hear that.
I guarantee they're laughing that you just said the thing that I said you were saying.
You're actually dumb, dude.
So you lied. So you lied. You just made up shit, just calling people pedophiles and shit like you always
actually
do.
No, I've already explained this. So
show a screenshot of it. If you got that, show a screenshot of it. Show my girlfriend doing age play or whatever.
If you let me talk, I'll explain it. I've already said many times that I actually have no proof to you or Trippy or anyone.
You were screaming, "It's true! It's true!"
Right.
I have
wait in the back. You wait in the back like a bitch because you can't just shut up for more than 30 seconds. I already explained it that I was showing the absurdity that you guys do when you just state things and claim it as true because you've said it, right? That's what I was displaying when that happened.
you get caught lying
just
like a
talking
little
the whole
bitch,
time?
you
Were
go,
you just
I was
talking the whole time?
the same thing with calling everyone a pedophile. I'm
You're
just
the
showing
ones that
the
don't want your
absurdity.
audience to see the truth. You're the ones that don't want your
Show
audience
it. Show
to see
some
the truth. You're a
screenshots.
bitch.
I'm going to show all your court
You're a
paperwork
bitch.
here in
Oh,
a
no,
minute.
you don't want them to hear what I'm saying. You're a bitch.
Talk. They're not impressed. Go.
You're gonna shut up?
Yes.
All right, I've already said that when I make the claim of you're all pedophiles, I'm showing the absurdity of the idea of if I say something, it's true. Because that's what you guys do. You guys make claims and then say it's true. Like that you don't back it up with anything.
Not only do I understand that, I'm not interrupting you, but it's not necessary. I understand what you're saying, and I want you to see something, okay? I'm going to show you something just so you know for a fact that I know what you're saying and we don't have to argue about this. Give me maybe 20 seconds to pull it up. It's not going to be dirty or nothing. You can only see it anyway, so you'll know I'm not lying. Calm down. Don't panic. I'm not here to fuck you up or nothing. We're just having a misunderstanding.
John, while you're doing that, since you like to talk about like child support and everything, who paid yours off for you, John?
Me.
Oh, yeah?
I paid it off early, as a matter of fact. I was
There's
off
nobody
child
that,
support
like,
when I was
Tonka
17.
did.
There's nobody that claims to have
Are you?
paid
Yeah,
for you?
Tonka Saw claims he paid me $500 one month to pay off my $1,200 child support.
Excuse me. I know
It's
you're
an
getting
old
nervous.
claim.
I know you're getting
Didn't
nervous,
you just say
John.
you didn't know who Tonka Saw was?
I know you're getting nervous, John. I know you're getting nervous, John. Relax.
Yeah,
Relax.
because you just said you didn't know who Tonka Saw was, and then you repeated his claim.
John,
Do you not want your audience to hear the truth?
John, relax.
Do you not want your audience to hear the
girlfriend, John.
truth?
Tell us about beating up your girlfriend, John.
When did I beat up my girlfriend? Please,
didn't?
go.
You
Yes,
didn't beat up your ex?
never once.
No, are you sure? Your
Yep.
your ex never claimed that you beat her?
Fucking percent. Never made a claim that I beat her up. Nothing like that.
Okay.
Show it.
I didn't make a claim. I asked
You're
you.
just making things up now.
No, I just asked you a question.
Do you think you're fooling anybody with that shit?
Question.
You're fishing, and you've been shut down 3 times in a
Fishing.
row.
I don't need to fish for anything. I don't care about you. You could
Well,
die
you're just
right
making
now.
shit up.
It
You're
wouldn't
proving
make
to
sense.
everyone in your audience and mine that you just make
I'm
shit
asking you
up.
a question based off something I heard from a female.
Oh, yeah, I heard. Yeah, well, I guess I heard you fucking your kids. Okay, I heard that too. Shut up.
See?
I'm just showing the absurdity of your statement, Speakeasy.
No.
But anyway, let me get this for you.
No, you're just a bitch.
Yeah, now it's
This
just
is all you have, dude? Do you have
I've been
anything else,
whomping
or
your ass for the last
you're
5
gonna
minutes.
show court papers?
find-
Like, woo.
I can't. You won't let me show the proof of any of the claims I'm making. You've
What
absolutely said I
claims do you
can't
want to
show it.
make? Make the
That
claim.
you've had your license suspended, that you are over $28,000 in 2 women, arrears in child support. You've lost all custody of the child you have. All the decisions go to the mother, and
Yep.
everything that you claimed you were going to do, fight for your child, wrote all those letters. You did absolutely none of it. You lied to your audience. You
part's a
lied,
lie.
calling people
part's
pedophiles,
a
calling
lie.
people age players, being very
That
specific.
last part. Wait.
You
Let's
just
back up.
changed
Let's
your
back up.
no. I'm not done. You just changed
well,
your
you are
story
done, 'cause we
mid-story
need to
from
address it one at
my
a time,
girlfriend had
right?
it and deleted it to you made it
We're
all
gonna
up
address it
just
one
to
at a
fucking
time.
make
I
a
know you like
point.
to filibuster. and
You're
just
not
make up a
fooling
bunch of shit
anybody,
at
you
different
faggot.
times. I thought you weren't going to break TOS.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I promise I didn't mean to. If you let that slide, I will make an even further harder attempt not to.
Like, you see, this is what they do when they're losing.
I know, I just have a
every
bad mouth.
time.
I'm
Now
sorry.
he wants to do shit so he can report the channel. See this?
No,
He
I
claims
promise.
I was reporting his so he can justify
But
it now.
here's what I was
You're a
trying to find
bitch,
for you a
dude.
minute
You're
ago.
Straight bitch, dude. You're a straight bitch.
Speakeasy,
are.
everything that you say, I put in a documentary. Everything you've done tonight.
Nobody cares.
I put in this documentary.
Nobody
The way you
cares.
try to deviate from the
Nobody
fucking
cares about
topic,
your
the
documentary.
way you just invent things, the way, and then
Okay,
when you get
yeah,
caught
yeah.
lying, you say, "I was just showing the absurdity."
You
of what
actually
were
are
saying."
stupid. So, like, I invent things. Are you talking about like what Trippy
Yeah,
showed the other day?
Inventing that Trippy and Harley, it was because he was stalking her. I know both of those people. It had nothing to do with stalking. You made
No, I
that
didn't
up.
even say
You
it
just
was
got caught
Harley.
made up,
You're just
making up
making
these
shit
age
up
play
again. You're just making
accusations.
shit up
I've got an
again.
entire montage in your
says
documentary of you
says
calling
words,
people
bro.
pedophiles.
Thank
Dude,
you.
get the fuck out of here.
Can your wife bring you a coffee, John?
Not currently, no.
Oh, that sucks.
And
Maybe
now
she
you're
wants to spend
deviating
time
from
in my
my.
TikTok DMs. You should be
Yeah,
able to bring me a coffee.
aren't you with a woman from Wisconsin? You're not any different. You married somebody from a
what?
different country,
And what?
and she's with her family
And
right now.
she's with me.
So,
I moved her to my country.
hey man,
Stupid. Why can't you do that? You didn't even marry the one you're with.
2 words, my man,
wrong?
Donald Trump.
Why can't you marry her?
Oh, we're in the process.
2 words, Donald Trump. I became a citizen with no marriage, no fucking parent born there, nothing. You're a bitch. You're a liar.
A Brazilian
now.
citizen?
You're an idiot. I became.
Are you a Brazilian citizen?
Without any of that, so you're a liar.
Now you've deviated to your citizenship status all the way from all the lies you told.
I didn't marry my wife.
Easy. I just made a debate boy. I just made 6 claims.
How
you want to
propose to a chick? How do you propose to a chick 3 years ago and not marry her?
Man, I don't know. I guess I'm just like
a bitch,
a slow asshole like that.
A bitch, right?
Can you address any of the claims I just made? Are you able to address any of the lies that I've caught you in the last 30 minutes?
You didn't catch me in any lies. You didn't catch me in any lies.
Unless your audience are complete fucking idiots, they're all laughing at you right now.
This is what you do. You don't want your audience to hear the answer, and you think
I'm the only one just talking right now.
See, you just keep.
No, they can hear everything you're saying. They're laughing at you.
I'll wait.
They're all laughing at you right now. I promise.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm looking at them.
Hear the laughs too.
They're all calling you words that I can't repeat because you're on YouTube.
Too bad you can't say the same.
I mean, hey man, I feel sorry for you for having to look at your wife every day. So it's fine for both of us.
As the guy who can't look at his wife every day.
I mean, I've seen that big IET in your house that you're taking care of 3 of her kids. So that you had to pull out a Benny Keys chat. Everybody's been ran through by other people on the internet.
My wife is skinnier than your wife. You understand?
No, she's not. First of all, and second of all, at least my wife doesn't have videos of her twerking on the internet, and never will.
Yeah, listen, because some retard decided to put out a private video of her.
Well, I'm sorry, your wife is a whore. I mean, I don't know what to say.
Well, that was a video that she sent to a girl.
I'm sorry, she's a lesbian whore.
Well, actually, no, that's not. It wasn't about sending it to a girl to.
She sent it to Benny Keys. Shut the fuck up.
It was about.
I'll get Benny Keys on the next documentary to testify to it.
It was literally her teaching her friend how to twerk, and then the friend did some snake.
How can you learn how to twerk from a woman with no ass?
Oh, this is. I mean, you can say she has no ass, but
I can see she has no ass. If I didn't want to get kicked off your screen, I'd prove it to you. I got the video right here.
And what is this? Like,
are you going to address any of the things I just?
Is this all you got? Oh, you did shit that I probably did worse in the past. And what? You don't even care about any of this shit.
No, not really. I just want to embarrass you.
Exactly. Like, be realistic. Like, my kids could get hit by a car.
I've never denied just wanting to embarrass you.
Be realistic, right, John?
Yes, James.
Right. See?
Realistic about what? I'll give you any answers you want. I've done that all night. You've been evading.
I just said my kids could get hit by a car and you wouldn't care.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, see? That's so you like doing all this is for
I like laughing and humiliating you in public.
Fatherless behavior, my friend. That's what
fatherless behavior. You're the one who claims to be black.
Vibes all over you.
Fatherless behavior, like
the like foster home.
Yeah, I know that you grew up in a home that you had revolving black wannabe dads.
Okay,
and you want your mommy's attention. That's why you pretend you're black. It's very Freudian. All the black men got the attention from your mom when you were a kid.
I thought my mom didn't like me. Now I want her attention. Okay.
Yes, that's why you ended up the way you are as a wigger, because you want to be black like all your mom's boyfriends, so she'll love you.
This is great.
And now you guys see why he had me blocked. I have the videos. I have all the proof, but I just can't show it. I'm sorry.
Let me see what's your name here. Blunt Stream. So that's why you were blocked. Your name isn't Adonis Paul here. It's Blunt Stream.
You blocked me last time I showed up.
Look. I'm going to make sure I screenshot this too because
it's literally in the documentary. You blocked me last time I showed up. It's on video.
Yeah, you were blocked when you came up and said fucking the N-word over and over, retard.
Yes, that is what I did.
Yes, exactly. So I blocked you. That's how that works.
Well, I'm glad you unblocked me.
You, though, Mr.
See how respectful I'm being tonight?
He's so scared of me. No, it's just I ignore you. You're boring. You're
I don't think that's why. I think it's because I've got the keys to your destruction.
You said you took half my income. Where?
Well, not tonight. Trippy Poop came out here and made you $200. Round of applause for Trippy Poop making you all that money. Come out here and taking that L. Oh, it's kind of like having a jobber come out in the first round before the main event. Huh?
Did you say Trippy came out and took an L?
Oh, he absolutely took an L, dude. I was on my own fucking channel being like he's taking L's. I called out your W's every time you got one, bro.
See these losers?
Why? Because when he takes an
It's
L, I say he just took an
gross,
L.
man. This is why. This is why you fucking Trippy went and called this guy. He's trying so hard to impress the dad he never had and wants Adonis to be him. That's why he copies all his style, everything. And Adonis don't even fucking like him. It's so
I didn't say I didn't
fucking
like him.
hilarious, dude.
I like Trippy.
Like,
I'm not going to pretend he
You
didn't take an
fucking
L.
don't. Shut the fuck up. Trippy could die right now and you wouldn't care. Shut up.
I
You're a
would care.
liar, John.
Last time he
You
got
don't
sick, I
care
gave him
about
$1,000. What are you talking
Man's mom's been in and out of the hospital. Shit's blowing up.
about? I
in
know.
his
I gave him
house.
$1,000
Blah, blah,
to help
blah.
with it.
Where are you, bro? How
I gave
come
him
I had to get
$1,000.
over 1,000 subs? How come you didn't do
No,
that?
I gave him $1,000 when he was in the
Oh,
hospital.
sure you did. Sure you did. Yeah,
Everyone
you
in my
probably
chat,
paid him for
throw your
being
head
in
back
your
and
room with
laugh.
your wife the other day, right? How he
One-
knew your wife was laying
one
on
in
the
the
bed
chat.
somehow?
One
How
in
do you
the
know your
chat
wife was laying on the bed, John?
because she was here.
How did he know that?
She was visiting. She was here. That's why I wasn't. That's why I
Trippy
didn't
was
stream
there?
yesterday. No, not Trippy.
He just said, he literally just.
Remember the Speakeasy documentary where I have the whole part about him pretending he hears things that didn't get said?
Oh, fuck.
Let me make it really
I just
clear for
asked you,
you.
how did Trippy know she was there? And you're like, because she was here.
Oh no,
So
because I thought you
you're
were
saying
asking
he
how
was
I
there
knew.
too, you retard.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood.
Bro, I
you.
know you're sorry. You should
I
be.
misunderstood you. I thought you said, "How did I know she was here?" I'm like,
misunderstanding.
because
Your
she was
whole
here.
life is a misunderstanding.
How did
bro.
Trippy know? Because
How do you
he heard
propose
me
to
say
a
it.
girl and not marry her? Explain that.
I don't know. I guess I'm just a player like that.
You're not a player, bro.
Yeah, you would know when you
You're not a player.
guy with two
Be
with two
honest,
kids he
because
doesn't
your wife's
take
a
care
whore,
of.
right? It's because your wife's a whore. Is that
My
why?
wife's a whore.
Like a
Which wife are
legit
you talking
whore?
about? I
Like a
mean, you know,
legit
no
whore,
matter.
like actually gets paid to
I'm
suck
not
cock?
gonna try to convince you.
Why
Serves
don't
a
you? Why
public
don't
trust.
you?
I can only convince you of which woman
Uphold the
doesn't
law.
have
Wasn't on
naked
back
videos on the
pages?
internet twerking.
Your wife wasn't on back pages?
Nope.
You're a liar.
Prove it.
No, I'm not
Show me.
doxing your wife. Dox your wife and then I'll
You don't even know her name.
Go ahead,
She's
tell
on
her,
Backpage.
tell her
like
government name
just
right
like
now.
I
and then
hit,
I'll
just
show
like
you.
I hit my
I don't
ex,
think-
and then I'm like, no, I didn't. You're like, oh, okay, I was just asking.
It's not your wife, it's your girlfriend.
Did you ever
sorry.
hit your daughter?
Girlfriend, sorry. I
Did
forgot
you ever
about
hit your
that.
daughter
No.
outside of a fucking outside of a bowling alley bathroom?
Nope.
Would you like to see the evidence of her saying that you did in writing?
Oh, so if a kid claims something, it makes it true?
No, your ex-wife and your daughter
If a-
wrote down a
I don't
very
have an
specific
ex-wife.
account.
I don't have an
Well,
ex-wife.
your baby mama, excuse me, my bad. I got a very specific account of it. Would you
So
like to have it read to
if
you?
a kid claims something, does it make it true?
No, not necessarily. That's
Okay,
why I'm
then
asking. I'm just asking
useless.
you, Speakeasy.
Can you explain to the world why you are looking at minors' text messages, or why you have minors' text messages in your
Because their
possession?
mom sent it to me.
So a minor's mother sent you their text messages,
The text messages between the mother and the daughter, yes.
and what's the name of that mother?
I can give you her first name if you'd like.
Yeah, sure.
Right now?
Yeah, what's her first name?
God, I get these two bitches' names confused. I'm so sorry about that. One is Christina, and the other one is.
I don't have a daughter with Christina. Sorry.
I'm not going to give your daughter's name, man, but it is a black
No,
name.
I didn't
It's
ask you
fucking
my
sad.
daughter's name. Stupid. I asked you the mother.
You
that
asked the
gave
mother's
you my
name, and I said,
daughter's text message.
One is
What's her name?
Christina, and the other one is. Hold on, I have to find them, and I have them saved. Give me a minute. Tasha?
Tasha gave you my minor daughter's text messages.
I don't remember which one is the mother of that daughter, to be honest with you, off the top of my head. I need a flow chart. You know which one it is, though. They know that I'm going to put it in a documentary, Speakeasy. So if you're like, I got them now, I'm not making a mistake by telling you. It was told to me to use this against you.
Got you. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. I'm not going to come out here and lie and bullshit.
What
Hey,
else
guess
is it?
what,
No, no,
Speakeasy?
that's all
Let
you
me
do
give
is
you another
lie.
compliment.
That's all
Let me
do
give
is
you another
lie.
compliment.
All you've done is repeat shit that my exes told me.
I never.
told
That's
you,
all I've said I was
bet you
doing.
we could go out and find exes of yours, and they'd say horrendous, made up shit about you too. So the whole point of
No,
that is,
probably not.
I thank you, sir, for showing us that your only proof is my exes said this to you, and you just admitted that
I
they're
never
sending
claimed otherwise.
minors text messages to you. I don't know if you know how Canada works, but
I don't care.
minors. Exposing the privacy of minors gets your
I'm
children.
going to talk to your ex
taken
about
away
it. Not my
from
fucking
Canada.
problem.
So thank you for that, sir.
Hey, man, do whatever you got to do with your ex. It's not my
Yeah, I
fucking
will
problem.
do whatever I got to do. Do you have
Hey, but
anything else for
let
us,
me
John?
correct. Let me
Do you
correct.
have
Trippy,
anything
please.
else for us, John?
Yes, I'd like to give you a compliment. And I'd like to set the record straight about something that people are saying that's bad about you that's not. It does not make you a pedophile to be in like high school and be 18 and get a 15-year-old pregnant. It could be stated that that makes you creepy or a loser or whatever, but it does not make you a fucking pedophile. Let me be the first one to come out here and say that about you. Because I hear that getting thrown around by two people now. There's two people now.
John, all you've had tonight, John.
I've whooped your ass tonight and given you a compliment at the end.
No, you didn't whoop nothing. Your biggest issue with me is you think I'm a queer. That was your first one.
Yes, I believe you to be a queer.
You have issues based on the things my exes said to you. And
no, I don't care about any of that shit, to be honest. It goes back to I believe you to be a queer and a low cow.
This is okay, got you. Thank you. That's all we needed. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Do you want anything else, John?
Yeah. Let me think for a second. Think about any weird claims you've made that we didn't address tonight. You didn't address any of my questions, by the way. You're just like, well, I lied, but it was just to show some absurdity. So thank you for admitting that you lied about everything you've ever fucking said about me.
I didn't say I lied.
Oh, also, I don't know if you would consider what we did.
I even said it. See, this is the thing. I even said it those nights. When I say the claim, when you guys just keep making claims with no evidence and claim them as true, I go, okay, well, then you're all pedophiles. I guess we can just say things and they're true.
Okay, are you willing to concede that maybe the last time we met, you forgot? Maybe the last time we met, you forgot to mention it was just all in fucking to make some other grander point. Is it possible maybe just that time you didn't? Because I got this recording on my channel, and never once do you say that.
Okay, so because I don't say it in your recording means I didn't say it after. Okay, got you.
But I can only hear when I'm hearing the recording.
Columbo and Sherlock Holmes got nothing on you, Johnny.
If you say it after or late, it doesn't matter.
Holmes got nothing on this guy, bro.
Okay.
That's crazy, bro.
Now you've admitted to your audience you were foolish. Dude, please.
Yeah, I've admitted.
Like,
no.
Okay, maybe.
There goes the other half of my income.
I mean, that first doc did a little damage to you, bro.
You've done nothing.
I wouldn't open your mouth so wide. I might get another screenshot of those warts.
Everybody who already didn't like me, a bunch of loser lol cows. What?
I believe you're the lol cow.
What do you think it did to me?
Well, I think it exposed you for
I've
those.
grown since then.
Be careful.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know you've gotten rated by Andrew Wilson. I get it. And
I
some
know
people
you're jealous about that. That's why you guys always constantly bring it up.
No, I hate debate.
Why do you have to bring it up all the time?
Because it's weird how up your butt. It's weird how up his butt you are.
Are you jealous, bro?
No, it's just weird how
because Andrew doesn't listen. If you guys would just like make content and be good at it,
I just think it's okay to change your religion for another man on the internet. That's all.
Right? Like maybe Andrew would raid you too if you guys weren't such fucking losers.
No, I really don't want that type of audience. I mean that very genuinely. I don't want those people. I don't want people who change their religion for another man on the internet. That's gay as shit.
You just make up shit, dude. You even tried making claims you got naked videos of my wife.
When did I say I have naked videos of your wife?
You said it on one of your streams.
When? Show me.
Oh my God. Okay, you know what? I will bring this up after. All right? I will bring this up after. This is something I just remembered about, so I'm gonna have to go back and get it.
When did I say I may have mentioned that same twerk video, but I have no. Let me publicly
Actually, you said it earlier, you fucking retard. You even said it earlier.
When did I state I had naked pictures of your wife? I don't have naked pictures of your wife. I just got those twerk videos.
Thank you for correcting that. That's all I needed. Fucking
do you feel better about the thing you just made up?
I didn't make it up. The chat's lying too. The chat's lying that they heard it tonight too.
I'm sure
the chat's lying. The chat's lying. That's what happens when you lie, John.
Where did I say? Go back. John. Where did I say that? I'm gonna make your whole fucking chat look retarded. My story's
never changed, John, because I'm not lying.
When did I say I have naked pictures of his wife?
Lying cocksucker.
Go back. If I'm such a cocksucker, I'm sure there'll be a timestamp of me saying it in your comments.
No, you being here and coming here just
I'm sure there will be a timestamp in your comments from one of these people who claims they heard it.
You said naked twerking.
Okay, we're talking about the same fucking twerking video.
You said naked twerking.
Oh, God. Yeah, she's got her ass out. Excuse me. She was not naked. She's just got some little booty shorts on. Yeah, up her ass crack. Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
That's even a lie too. See,
And now
like,
you're
this is the thing.
now you're playing the semantics
I
game.
told the truth of the situation because there's nothing to be ashamed about of something someone did wrong.
I would be ashamed if my bootyless wife was out there on the internet twerking for Benny Keys.
Your
I'd
wife
be quite
dresses like
ashamed
a
of that.
little girl, and your wife's a whore. Your wife's
Prove
in
it.
my
You just said
TikTok
she didn't.
DM.
You just made it all up.
The
You already admitted that.
the lolcow. Why is your wife in the lolcow's TikTok DMs?
Why? What do you mean?
Why?
Probably because
Why
she's
is
calling
she?
you a rapist or something. I don't know.
No, that's not it.
Show her in your DMs.
She wasn't in my DMs.
You just said it. Show her. Show what she said.
She wasn't.
Show what she said. Pull it up.
Can. Are you saying she wasn't?
I don't know if she was. Pull it up.
Oh, you don't even know?
Nope. Pull it up. I'm sure if she was calling you the gay F slur. Pull it up.
How did you know? Wait, then how did you know I viewed her TikTok?
Pull it up because you were talking about it the other night.
No,
you were talking. You said
pull this up. You can see the lie in his own voice. How did you know I viewed her TikTok?
Pull it because you said it the other night. Pull it up.
Yeah. Oh no. The other night when I said I was going to bet you $1,000 that she was the one that came to my TikTok.
You said that her TikTok was full of age play little girl shit.
She did it. I never said she did it.
We pulled it up live on my show, and then we laughed at you for lying.
He just talks. He just talks.
And 15 minutes ago, you just said,
all right, I got to put him in the back. See, what he does is he keeps talking because his audience is the one he doesn't want hearing this shit. Because he knows his audience will start coming here, realizing that he's the loser in this situation. Oh, and then he runs. Why'd you run, bitch? Why'd you run, bitch? And then look, good little doggy still in the back. Hey, Trippy, you want a treat? You want a treat? No, it's not going to be deleted. It's going to be put on private.
It's going to be put as a members only video.
TOS. No, he broke TOS. I got to delete it.
Oh, he did. He did. Yeah. He apologized, though. Kind of surprised.
Yeah, but that's his fault, not mine.
You're lucky.
See how you guys are the ones that do that?
Do what?
He always claims that I take things down. Yes, when you come to my stream and break the rules that can get my channel fucked, I have to take it down. It's your fault. But if you go over to my ex, here's a funny thing. Go over to my ex. They're all still there, retard. Everyone that you said is deleted is there.
Oh, all the ones that I downloaded. Yeah, I know.
Okay,
look on your
waste space in your own computer for something that's
when I say that you deleted something, I mean exclusively on YouTube.
Your fucking mom's computer. I don't care.
No, it's not actually. It's my $3,000 computer. Anyways,
$3,000 computer.
You want pictures? I got a Corsair 3500 case. I've got Corsair fans.
What did you stay here for? You just stayed here for recording?
No, there's other reasons. I figured eventually AP would get a little bit sick of your lying and your seething and your coping and your made up bullshit, and he'd probably leave. So I was like, hey, I'll provide more entertainment for Easy's very brainwashed audience. When did you decide to start dyeing your hair down the middle? That's just a genuine question I have. Like, who did you see who had that hairstyle already that you were like, oh, that's cool?
I'm just checking. Andrew? Yeah, you're up.
Oh, this fat-headed know-nothing? Is it actually Andrew Wilson? Because you're a fat-headed know-nothing. I guess it's not, because it's just background noise.
Oh, yeah, we don't hear you, Andrew.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, it's roboting. It's roboting.
He's probably out and about.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, fat-headed. I'm a fat-headed know-nothing. Got it.
Yeah, fat-headed know-nothing. Another person who uses their family as a shield and has actually nothing to say to anybody. Doesn't live the life that he tells his audience to live, and so on. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm willing to concede that I'm just terrible, but I do want to know. You tagged me in a tweet, and you seem to have a reference towards Speakeasy. You were like, why are you rating Speakeasy? He's done all these horrible things.
Yep.
And is that like a values assessment? You're saying basically based on values of his past actions, I shouldn't associate with him?
Yeah. Well,
because it makes it. Well, hang on. I just want to make sure because it makes me it makes me a hypocrite, or that's somehow bad because I'm a Christian, right?
No, it's bad for your business that you're very, very very much worried about what's bad for your business, you know, or else you wouldn't reach out to other people that you know and tell them not to beef with Easy because it's bad for business.
Oh, well, okay, but the question is, you seem to be saying, why would you post the stuff about him that you thought he did that which is bad, unless you were telling me that, like, due to my brand, I shouldn't associate with him because he did bad things.
Exactly.
That's basically what you're saying, right?
Due to your brand, it looks like you're totally okay with this guy having gotten a 15-year-old girl drunk and then pregnant. Seems kind of weird that you'd be cool with that, and I'm just warning you.
Can I ask you a question though? How come you didn't make the same criticisms with Sarah Tomato, like the fact that it's alleged that she cheated on her husband, for instance? You didn't.
That's cool. I mean, like, whatever.
How come you didn't say that she knows it's alleged that she fucked over 150 guys? How come you didn't say any of the alleged stuff that's out there about her? Why didn't you give the criticisms then? Is that because you're friends with her?
No.
Oh. I mean, it just seems really convenient. It just seems really convenient that when it comes to your friend, I should rate her channel, and that's all good, and that's good for the brand. And all of that.
I really don't care if you do or don't.
But I'm just wondering why there's no criticism there.
Well, look, dude, you're under the impression that you matter to me in some fashion, or that I'm impressed by your behavior.
I'm just asking about why there's no criticism there. Why was there no criticism there?
Cheating on your wife is just as bad as getting an underage girl pregnant when you're an adult. Yeah, that's so bad. Somebody cheated. You've never cheated in your entire life, right? So whatever, me neither.
I mean, that's pretty bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I mean, as far as brand consistency goes, though.
Yeah. So
what I'm trying to figure out is like, why is it that I sent all those raids to like Sarah? And you never said a word. You didn't pipe up about any of those things from her past. But when it comes to Speakeasy, I'm supposed to not associate with him due to his past. Doesn't that seem like you're kind of like picking and choosing winners and losers here?
I just tend to think that it's worse for his situation than like a cheating situation where we have no idea about the details of why somebody would cheat. Like, what the fuck? You cheated on, didn't you cheat on the black woman with Rachel? And then you got Rachel pregnant?
Oh, man, you got me. You're right. I cheated on my black ex-wife with my current wife.
Yeah, laugh it off.
And little Tyrone is somewhere right now because I left for a pack of Newports.
No, you didn't get the black woman pregnant. You got Rachel pregnant while you were dating the black woman.
Oh, while I was with the black woman. That's right.
Cheating, but that's okay.
You mean should Wanda Wilson?
Andrew. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? I like the fake laughter. You're almost nailing it. It almost sounds like it's not just nervous reaction.
Oh, bro, I was never married to a black woman, you stupid fucking idiot.
Hey. I never said you were married to a black woman.
I was never dating a black woman, you fucking
okay. Whatever, Andrew. I don't give a shit. It was just an example on top of a claim that other people make about it.
How do you fall for a meme?
This is how Easy learned how to talk over people, isn't it? He watched your shit.
I don't know how you learned to fall for me, but
it sounds like you're shouting. It sounds like you're shouting.
I just want to know about the consistency.
Maybe just back away from the mic a little bit. Like just pull the phone away just slightly.
I just want to hear about the consistency.
Oh, I think it's pretty consistent for me not to give a shit about people cheating. Fully grown adults who have their reasons for cheating, as you would have if this situation were correct, right? Yeah. Like, people have reasons for growing apart in relationships. People have reasons for deciding to go ahead and just like have some sex with somebody. That doesn't fucking matter.
Look, I don't even know if it happened, but that's what was this alleged.
Right.
Shouldn't it? But wouldn't it affect my brand just as bad?
I don't think so. Not having a guy like him, which Speakeasy has been proven time and time again to never have ever had paid any of his child support. He sat there and claimed himself to be a fucking pagan and a Muslim prior to meeting you. And then suddenly he's a Christian. And he's going to go, that's a lie.
To be clear,
that's a lie.
That is my exes said so.
But didn't Sarah Tomato admit that she went out and fucked over 150 dudes and she was a professional stripper? Isn't that what she said all that? Yeah.
Good for her.
I don't understand then. I shouldn't have rated her either, right? I shouldn't have helped her. I shouldn't have done any of that, right? because that was bad. That's bad for the brand.
Don't give a fuck if you rated her. She says she had sex with some people. Who cares? Like, how is that worse
than
being
could be a stripper? So you could be a stripper and super promiscuous, cheat on your husband, all alleged, right? But if I rate you, that's fine because that's your friend. But if I rate Speakeasy, that
has nothing to do with any of this. You're making up a situation. You're saying that it's totally okay. What you're saying is it's totally okay for you to raid this guy so that he can make money that's not going to go to any of the child support he's supposed to be paying.
Yeah, I don't raid. Do you think that I raid people?
I'm making that claim, but I have the court document showing that you owe over $40,000 in arrears to your what, 3 different baby mamas.
Yeah,
well, you're sitting in Canada.
That's a lie.
No, what? I have the paperwork showing it.
I didn't even go to court with one of them. So
I know, because you didn't want custody of them.
No,
you didn't want the
lying.
custody. It was split custody that you did not bother to go to court to get the full custody. You didn't even fucking try to protect your split custody because now you're about to go, I never had custody.
Look,
you need to go suck another fuck.
Just like Sarah's stuff, I never asked because it's none of my business. Just like it's not my business with Speakeasy. So
well,
just help me out here.
Because it's about to make it look real good on your business. You have this weird...
What do you want to see as a resolution here?
You have this weird fascination. Andrew, you have this weird situation in your fucking business, quote unquote business. Let's see how long that lasts, by the way.
Oh.
You know, you're sitting there, I only want to stream with guys.
How long is it
Why
gonna
do you
last?
want somebody swinging dicks around you?
How long do you think it's going to last?
Maybe a few years. We'll see.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah,
that's
hopefully.
A long time for a business.
Yeah, hopefully. But one of them days, man. You better. I hope you're putting your fucking money into something because you know how fickle this kind of shit can be. But it's totally fine.
You would know.
Totally fine. Let's get that stated, right? Totally fine for you to have somebody that's part of your little team, right? Your extended Crucible family. That's how I'll put it.
What do you mean, team?
I'll say extended Crucible family.
Because I rate a guy sometimes who runs a panel show.
Right.
I rate a guy sometimes who runs a panel show.
You rate a guy who your wife goes into his chat and tells him he has pretty teeth. So I don't know what's going on there, but Rachel seems to have a little bit of a crush on a guy. But anyway, it's totally fine. It's totally fine in your opinion.
She said, "You have nice teeth. Your wife wants to fuck." You're like, "What's wrong with you, dude?"
Yeah, and pretty hair too. And pretty hair too. Anyways. So it's totally fine for you. It's totally fine. Man. Oh my God. Yeah, you like hearing yourself fake laugh, but it's cool. It's totally fine for Andrew Wilson to be to be shooting raids over and trying to help a guy out who is a deadbeat father, a fake ass Christian, a guy who sticks his fingers in his cousin's ass crack. Right? That's just totally fine.
Yeah, it is totally fine. What's wrong with it?
Right. Totally fine.
What's wrong with it? What's the problem?
There's many things wrong with it, Andrew.
Yeah, what?
Why is he part of your crew anyway? What draws you to Speakeasy?
He's not part of my crew. What do you mean?
Extended Crucible family.
Speakeasy, help me out. Have I ever sent you any do you get a paycheck from me? Nope. I don't understand what he's talking about here.
I don't either.
I said he has a panel show that's on late at night when I'm streaming. That's how I found him. And I send over raids because it helps people in the Crucible audience debate because they go on his panel show.
Right, and then they leave, and his audience dwindles from like a couple hundred down to 80 within 20 minutes. Anyways, it's got to be super beneficial, right?
They seem to like Crucible members seem to like it, yeah.
So let me ask you, since Easy wants to be all fickle on this one. Last night, did you DM him and say that you would debate me on his channel? Instead of you just going ahead and being an adult male and sending me a reply to my tweet or a DM, you just went through him as a source because he's so perfect for your channel, right?
Well, usually when people act as a moderator, those are the people I go through to set up debates. What do you mean?
Yeah, but you could have just went to my DMs. You could have been a man and spoke for yourself instead of sending this little dweeb over to my shit.
So I shouldn't have used Sarah to set up debates, even though it was really time efficient?
That has nothing to do with what I just said.
It's the same thing. He's the moderator.
He's the moderator.
The moderator sets up the debate.
No, it's not. It's not the same thing.
What's the difference?
It's easy because it's on Twitter. I had already sent the tweet to you. You could have just said, hey, you know what, Trippy? I'll debate you on blah, blah, blah's channel. I don't give a fuck whose, but you could have just responded. You didn't need to make it a DM situation where I got to go through a fucking hay fever over here, little bitch boy, fucking skinny guy with bitch tits. You didn't need to do that.
You talk about every day.
Shut up. I can hear the estrogen in your blood.
20 times a day.
I don't do that. You have zero proof I've ever even fucking done that.
You're saying
no, I never said anything like that. You can twist the situation all you want, Easy, but it's all being recorded. So go ahead and cut this out of the stream when you're done. You're a
I want to hear what I want to hear what you have to say, but
I'm telling you what I've had to say.
I've always traditionally set up debates through the moderator whose channel the debate's going to be on.
All right, sure, whatever. It fucking seems a little gay to me. Seems a little gay that you would decide, and I mean gay and let me get tongue tied. I mean gay in the weird way that you would just show up in his DMs and go, hey, why don't you tell Trippy this? It's because you're a fucking worthless piece of shit, Andrew. Like you have no fucking testosterone. You got a pair of bitch tits, and you're sitting there. The last time I talked to you,
I don't understand. What's the criticism, though?
I'm gonna give you one. The last time,
you're the one that's balding. Andrew has his.
Yeah, I don't care. Andrew's also balding.
He's the one that has more testosterone.
So what?
No, well, that's one thing I'm not doing.
Your hairline is shifted. It's okay. You admit it. It's fine. Nobody cares.
One thing I'm not doing is balding, bro.
All right. Well,
I'm fat and I'm ugly, but I'm not balding.
Yeah, I'm fucking ugly too. Who cares? We're all men. Speakeasy sits there trying to be pretty and shit. It just fails. It looks like he needs a nap.
Thing is, though, is like I don't understand the criticism. Yeah, I send raids to a panel show that's on.
Dude, the last fucking time.
Hang on. Let me get the point out real quick. So I do send raids over to a panel show that people like to debate on. I used to send raids over to Sarah's panel show because people like to debate on that. Yeah, I think that's very useful to me, and I think that people seem to enjoy that. And then as far as setting up a debate, if it was going to be on X channel, I usually go through the moderator of that channel. They're the ones who set up the parameters for the debate. It saves me a ton of time.
Yeah, but in this case, it actually made it harder because I had to go through my fucking message requests and all that other shit.
Well, it's not for your convenience; it's for my convenience.
Right, just like everything else. Yeah. It's always about Andrew.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
Okay. That's okay. You're a narcissist. That's fine, dude. Like,
that's not narcissistic for me to want to do things that are based around convenience for me.
Let's get that straight. You live stream. You go on YouTube. Not you specifically. Anybody. You have to have a little bit of narcissism. You know, right?
I don't know. I don't think so.
It's pretty normal. The last time I talked to you, Andrew.
Why do you think that people are narcissistic because they stream?
It was a joke, but okay. The last time that I spoke to you, it didn't take me very long to accidentally set you off and put you in a situation where you had to use your family as a shield. Easy does the same thing. I see that's why the gravitation is there. That's why you like him. He uses his family as a shield too. Because I mentioned something about your wife's foot pics, right? And then you told me the story.
Yeah.
But you yelled it at me because that ticked you off, and none of you idiots know what the Streisand effect is.
It's super low testosterone for you to like defend your family. I know it's terrible.
No, the way that you do it, you like Sniz. You like Sniz. That's not an argument. Yeah. That is losing your composure.
Yeah, I know. I lost my composure right onto Joe Rogan
because of the narcissism. And
that's narcissistic.
Isn't Joe Rogan
narcissistic?
Isn't Joe Rogan's show at the very lowest point it's been in the past like 10 years? Good brag.
Oh man,
it's fine, dude. You did wonderful. You got on to Joe Rogan.
Wait, you think so? I don't think it is, bro.
Oh no, no question. It's still the most watched podcast on earth or whatever the hell. But that doesn't mean that the numbers are still going up.
So it's just anything to mitigate any accomplishment anybody's ever done. There's some way to mitigate it, right?
It's not.
It doesn't matter what it is. You need to mitigate it.
Okay, straight up the accomplishment.
Hey, it's okay. It's at the lowest it's ever been.
Yeah,
hey,
Andrew,
you're doing really well as a streamer. Hey,
you're yelling at yourself.
Your time is coming, Andrew. It's like everything. Everything
you're
is
yelling at yourself.
Hatred.
You're yelling at
Everything's
yourself.
seething.
I guess
I'm
I
talking to
accidentally
you.
set you off again.
Why
You're
is it? Why is it
screaming now.
all? Why is it always just seething hatred?
That's what I see coming out of you right now. Unless it's just that the mic is turned up so loud.
You mean
or
I'm just talking
cell
in a
phone.
normal tone? Just
It's
talking
like
in a normal tone.
Easy has no idea how to balance audio. Look at how useful he is right now. Just trying to make money off of Daddy Andy. So, my God, you don't understand that you sound every time you speak. You sound like your head is way up your ass, Andrew.
And
you like it. You smile about it.
What do you have to say here? Do you have anything?
What I have to
good?
say is it's only going to be so long before you burn out or crash and burn. And I mean, dude, the uptick in the drinking, that's really going to help. What I'm saying,
there's been a downtick in the drinking.
Is you think you're better than people when you're no better than the pile of dog shit that a person would walk past sitting on the ground.
Okay, well, who do you think I think I'm better than?
All the people that you've claimed in the past, they have less subscribers than me. So, like, I'm better than them.
Ooh.
I don't have to have them. I'm better than them.
When has this ever happened?
Shit, that was like November.
It's never happened, bro.
Oh,
those words never left
when
my
the whole
mouth.
Panelverse thing was all crashing or whatever, because you decided that you needed to make that situation public because of your brand image, but like you're gonna let this guy's fucking face be around your brand because he's a male, and it's okay if he fucks 15-year-olds.
Wait a second, I'm confused again. So help me out.
Yeah, you're confused pretty often.
I send a raid to Speakeasy's channel.
A raid. Yeah,
and I'm not allowed to do that because you claim. How old was Speakeasy when this happened? By the way,
18.
Okay, and this chick was 16. Isn't
15.
that what she was 15? Gotcha. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And what's the age of consent where he's at?
I don't know. It's Canada. Why don't you fill us in on that there, Speakeasy, since you're the one that would know the laws?
Yeah, for an 18 and 15, it's the same Romeo and Juliet laws. Yeah.
So he didn't do anything.
You're not considered an adult in Canada.
So he did. So he didn't do anything criminally wrong at all.
Yes, he did, because they didn't go to the same fucking school. So he's trying to use Romeo and Juliet law in a country that doesn't have that law. That's his own words.
Wrong,
no, shut up.
No. That's
shut
not
the fuck
the story.
Up.
She
shut
showed
the
up
fuck
at
up.
a house party I was at, lied to me about her age.
Bullshit.
Right?
Okay, hang on.
Bullshit.
Hang on. All this is. I'm just going to assume that this happened and it was against the law. How many years ago was this?
Oh, I don't know. 14, 15, right, Easy?
How many years should I punish him for this?
14, 15. You know, he's sitting here lying to you right now. Earlier tonight, he told me that there are no Romeo and Juliet laws in Canada. That's on the stream and my recording, Easy.
You said that, and I laughed.
Oh, no.
Hang on, relax. Just before you move between me and Speakeasy, let's just finish our conversation. What do you want to see as a punishment from me to Speakeasy for something that happened 15 years ago?
Well, I'm sure that you spank him pretty often, but I just don't think that he's good for business, Andrew. When, fighting Easy isn't good for business, but, having him hang around.
What you wanted to do was talk to me.
You want to let me finish, or would you rather talk over me?
You want to give me business advice?
It's pretty good advice. Like, take it from a person who's researched this guy for you. You know what I mean? Like, it's already done for you. Why don't you go ahead and just listen for fucking once instead of thinking that you know everything?
I'm listening.
Yeah. He's a jackass. His fucking exes could tell you. His fucking his kids could tell you.
Mm-hmm.
There's letters out there from his, however old she was, I don't know, one of his kids talking about how he started yelling and screaming at her at a bowling alley to the point where the place was going to call the cops on him. There's a letter written by her, handwritten, talking about this. And it's on YouTube. So he can't even stand a child going to the bathroom without screaming and ranting and raving at them and making it so that they don't even want to be around their dad that night. And then he sits there and he's got these other children. He has 3 kids of his own. He's only talking to one of them. Okay. Right, Easy? Am I wrong there?
And what do you want me to do?
Oh, I don't know. Definitely associate him with your brand full time.
Can I ask a question?
Well, hang on. I'm asking legitimately. What you want me involved in this situation for some reason?
No, Figure that you might want to not be involved in this situation. Do you hear me?
Well,
Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
You're the one involving me.
Do you fucking hear me? No,
nobody's ever tried to involve me except you.
Oh my God. Yeah, you just twisted or whatever, but you're involving yourself with this third pile and
you're
fucking
trying to involve me in his
snorting
personal life that I don't care about. Why do I care?
Oh, good. I'm glad it'll be so great for your business.
He runs a panel show that I raid sometimes.
Matter of fact, you should let him use the Crucible.
What should I do? Yeah, but do you see how you make things more and more absurd? I'm just asking, like,
no,
what's
you're
the
one that's doing that in the
me?
first place.
What's
it's kind of hilarious that you're
me?
actually defending this right now.
I haven't defended anything. I'm asking you for what the resolution is.
Is that as bad as Sarah having sex with guys and being like saying she had?
Well, no, that's a consistency check.
That's not even
consistency.
It's not even consistent, Andrew.
Well, yeah, you didn't.
Andrew.
You didn't have the same exact complaints for the other thing that would have been bad for my brand. You weren't giving me any business advice then. But why now?
How is somebody saying that they had sex with some dudes bad for your brand, right? Like, are you guys worried about vagina traffic?
So, wait a second.
Can I ask you a question there? Andrew, can I ask this guy a question?
Sure. Okay.
Trippy, how many viewers do you get on average on your show?
Oh, that doesn't matter.
No, it does matter. Because you're
like a couple.
A couple. So what the fuck do you know about what's good for business? We're literally doing shows that are lapping you 100,000 times over. So which one of us do you think would be the one that somebody should go to for business advice in terms of streaming? You, the guy with a couple of viewers.
Use that as an excuse not to listen to what's reality.
Thousands of fucking viewers.
As an excuse.
Well, here's the thing. No.
Yeah,
brother,
Mr.
here's the thing. Nobody wants to take business advice from somebody who's failing at business. You are a failure at your business.
I'm really not.
Then why are you doing it? Oh, it's just a hobby. This is the same cop-out bullshit that you fucking losers pull every time it's brought up. You want to tell us what's good for business, yet you're consistently failing at the same fucking business. Well, I'm not trying to make it a business. Guess what, Trippy? Try your hardest, and you'll still never accomplish 1 fucking %.
A nice rant
of the shit we built.
I never set out to make my YouTube.
And I'd put fucking money down on that.
Okay. How about calm down for a minute?
You're not fucking equipped. You're not qualified to give anybody
let's listen to this guy who dick rides Andrew Wilson. Cool. So, if you want to let me
build
speak,
this shit and he'll fucking tell you himself.
I'll inform you instead of you filling in the words that you think I was going to say. I didn't set out to make my YouTube a business. It turned itself into a business. And trust me,
it's not a business, dude. You don't make enough money to live off your YouTube. You're lying.
Look, twat waffle.
Go ahead and lie. Finish your lie.
Look, twat waffle. All right. I make plenty of money.
Boom!
He got it, bro. He did get you with the twat waffle.
I'm gonna have to go jump in the
Andrew,
pool.
Should I be screaming, "You lick sniz"? Is that what I should do?
I mean, that would be
I better jump in the pool.
Sniz would be.
Should I do that, Andrew? Should I yell, "You lick sniz"? Because we all know you don't.
Sniz would be funny.
Yeah, it's not an insult unless you don't do it. So
I'm not a dyke, so it's not like
that's not a lesbian.
So that, like, the fact that I've got hundreds of dollars coming in through my YouTube, even with a small audience,
hundreds of dollars a year,
hundreds of dollars every single fucking time that I get paid by Google AdSense. Sorry, that's just the way that it is.
$100 a month,
several hundred.
Man. He's doing it.
Amazing.
Yeah, several hundred, and that's outside of what I normally do, which is editing. So I'm making a couple of checks, dipshit. I'm making a couple of checks, and you know what? I'm one of those editors that gets paid multiple $100s for small amounts of work.
Yeah,
brother.
Hang on, mystery stuff. I'm impressed. Hang on, mystery. I'm impressed. He makes several $100s a month doing the things that he likes to do.
Yeah, just
impressive
on the side. And it's like, while Easy sits here and goes, Trippy doesn't have a job. Yeah, you don't know nothing, dude. You don't even know. You couldn't find my address. Why do you call it on
the side if that's your job? That's not on the side. If it's your job, it's
YouTube's
your job.
On the side, dipshit. If you would listen to the way that the sentence was working, I was referring to YouTube being on the side. Wow. Easy can't even fucking listen long enough to get a point into his own skull.
To be fair, there's not much worth listening to.
I know, Mr. E, and especially the day that you were on the Raging Tomato before the fallout, and you were drunk off of your ass, and you were talking about how you were one of the original people that started helping Andrew and all that.
That's
I mean,
true.
that was a little weird. You were screaming over everybody, though.
It's 100% true.
Because
that's cool. It's cool. Yeah. I like it. Like it's cool.
Yeah, I liked it too.
Hey,
like I'm not trying to say that's a bad thing. I'm just saying you were loud.
What was the very first video uploaded to the Crucible channel, Andrew?
I don't remember which one was the.
That was like something that was featuring Mr.
It was the intro, the original intro video.
Oh yeah,
There was even a fucking show on it.
I remember that. Yeah. The original.
Like, that's cool. I'm not trying to knock you guys being like good at doing stuff together.
Well, you clearly are. I mean, you feel the need that we're in desperate need of your sage business advice.
No, I never.
Right?
That's not what I started off with. I was trying to
mountaintops that what's good and bad for our business, right?
My God, dude, you like?
I know, dude. My God,
never mind.
It's so sad when you have nothing to say, so you resort to this.
Yeah, I would be saying shit if you didn't just do these one-on sentences because you think that like no apostrophe, no fucking punctuation in the way that you speak whatsoever is something people want to fucking hear.
Than I do. I'm so sorry if mine are far more.
Can you try breathing once in a while between fucking words so we know when the sentence is?
Well, can I ask a question here? So, calm down, Mr. E, because I want to finish the conversation.
Like, I didn't expect him to come in here all loud and screamy.
Yeah, I don't want to be here all night either.
Nobody's screaming.
Hey, Mr. E.
Stop the bullshit. Okay, fine.
So, anyway, my question here is like, again, back to this. What do you want me to do? What is it you want me to do?
What is it that I want you to do is I want you to look out for yourself a little bit better and know the people that you're allowing
so this is about your concern for me.
Pretty much, yeah. Because, you know, back when... Hold on.
Well, okay, I'm listening.
Oh, I was going to let you finish.
Oh, I was just going to say, if it's weird that it's about your concern for me when you're saying you're drunk and there's a big uptick in your
that was to get your attention.
And you're going to crash and burn in a couple of years at least. And it sounded like it was kind of a vicious attack, but now you're actually just really concerned about me and how my business is going. And that's really what you want to discuss.
It's called an attention getter, and you also do that with people that you debate.
Okay, so you're just concerned about me.
Well, see, back when the whole thing happened with the panelverse, right? And me and you had that like pretty quick discussion. I think it was on Dusty's panel that day. And you said that you don't like things that are bad for business. You didn't like the inner fighting, right?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. And I'm like, well, okay. I told you that night. I said,
yeah, but there's no infighting on the Crucible, though.
Exactly, not anymore, right?
No. Yeah, there's no infighting.
Yeah. So I remembered you saying that, and I was like, okay, good business strategy. And then I see you bringing people around like Speakeasy who are going to be detrimental if they're ever involved in your shit any further than they currently are.
Okay, so what you want me to do is just not hire Speakeasy?
Well, just vet them a little bit.
So the whole thing is you just don't want me to hire Speakeasy.
Vet them. If you decide at the end that it would be good for your business to go ahead and hire Speakeasy, you go right the hell ahead and do that. But
do you think that there's some plans to hire Speakeasy to do something? Or?
Probably not. You said that before, didn't you? You said you're not going to hire Speakeasy.
Yeah, then what's the concern?
You going to say it here tonight too? Like, can you repeat that? Can you say that you're not going to be?
I don't have any. I don't have any plans on hiring anybody right now.
Okay.
What do you mean? Yeah, like
you hear that, Speakeasy?
But here's the thing: what led you to believe that I was going to be hiring anybody anyway?
I never said you were going to hire him, did I? Associating yourself.
Then what's the concern? Oh, now
associating yourself. No, it's never been. Now it's associating. If you would actually listen, you would hear that it's been association the entire time, because I never referred to him as being an employee. I never said he was an employee, because I wouldn't know if he is. Right? I just wouldn't fucking know. But associating with gutter scum will brush off onto your shit.
Filled this pool many times.
What did he say?
So
I have no idea.
When was this association of me rating this panel channel that has debates where some of the guys who are regulars at the Crucible can debate and win money? When was this going to blow up in my face? Because I've been doing that for 3 years.
Oh, Okay. I don't know when it started. When is it going to blow up in your face? Do you know that I don't know the future?
Well, I mean, I'm just wondering why it is that I should even have any belief that associating with this guy is detrimental to anything, considering I've been rating him for 3 years, and this is the only time I've heard of this problem is from you.
Yeah. What's funny?
I
could literally show you numbers how every single year over the last 3 years we've been rating Speakeasy, we've grown exponentially. And you could actually make a better argument that Speakeasy's helped us grow rather than hurt us because of the massive amount of growth.
And even that's a bad argument. And even that's a bad argument.
That would be unprovable.
Exactly.
It would probably be unprovable.
It's still a better
argument. It is still a better argument. That's true, but it's still a bad argument.
Yeah, well, I agree. Like that would be a bad argument because you'd have to be able to track the
your
analytics.
Argument is worse.
Yeah, and you're fucking.
Your argument is worse.
Loud and flamboyant, and you think you're going to get something accomplished with me when I've heard it all, buddy.
No, actually, I think you're hopeless, buddy. I don't think anything's going to be accomplished by this. I think you're going to say the exact same bullshit no matter what you hear here because you're not interested in the truth. You're interested in your little fucking hate on that you've got. Like,
let's have easy proof that all of the things
this is
that
the
I've
only way
stated
you have any sort of relevance at all.
I don't
by
give
talking
a fuck.
Shit about people that actually
You're
put
not
in work
even
and
insulting me at this point. It's bouncing that dude. It's going in one ear and out the other. You're not a fucking good businessman, in my opinion, either. Big deal. Like, is that big of an insult to you if I said that?
No, because I have overwhelming evidence to show that I am at least somewhat competent.
That's fine. Right. Now, why are you here in defense of Speakeasy?
I'm not here in defense of Speakeasy. I'm here to correct the bullshit you were saying, right?
Yeah, nobody's defended even anything about Speakeasy. We're just asking you what is
Speakeasy.
We're just asking about. All I'm asking about here is resolution. Like, you wanted me to obviously see a bunch of stuff. Then you wanted to discuss these things with me. And then it turns out that you just were discussing the things with me because you were concerned about me?
In a fashion.
Well, in a fashion, or yes, or is it compound reasons or other reasons too?
Like, which way do you want me to answer? You want me to just go, oh yeah?
Or do you want me to say if there's other reasons? If there's other reasons besides you're just really concerned about me?
Well, I've already lived it, Andrew. Like, seriously, originally when I came around Easy, he helped me out getting some subscribers, right? And then now, what is it, 4 years later, Easy, you still want to brag about that bullshit. But let me tell you, I've told those people if they don't want, I don't care. I was in the middle of a sentence.
You're talking to Andrew.
Keep cutting me off. And I've told those people if they subscribed from Speakeasy's channel and they don't want to be around mine anymore, go right the fuck ahead and unsubscribe. I never needed you in the first place, Easy. You didn't do any kind of helping. You've just been a fucking wigger piece of shit the entire time you've been alive. The whole, 34 years? You've been a piece of shit. You took advantage of a 15-year-old and you won't admit it. You took advantage of a little girl.
Do you hold the same consistency standards for people whose shows you go on?
Yeah, for the most part, yes. I didn't do that back when I found Speakeasy, or else I would have already known this shit.
Yeah, but for the most part, you actually do. You hold the consistency standards that anybody who's done things which you consider immoral, you don't go on their show.
Well, there's plenty of live streams that I could join that I don't, right?
No, that's not my question. My question is,
what I'm saying
are you saying that if there's people who are immoral, you don't go on their show? I
was going to actually finish. Oh, I know that when you do panel hopping, you know what I mean? You're not, in general, not you specifically. When you're doing some panel hopping in your live stream or whatever, and you just hop panel to panel, you're not going to go and look into their past and vet every single person that you join. Hell, half the time you learn they're a piece of shit.
Even panels that even panels that you're regulars on, though. Have you vetted all those people?
I'm no longer regulars on anybody's panels. Really, I kind of stopped doing that.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure that you're not a regular on anybody's panel?
Oh my God, I was on Sarah's 2 nights ago. That doesn't mean I regularly join any longer.
So people who do things that you consider immoral, you still do go on their show.
I don't consider what she's done immoral because I don't know the situation. I've explained this already. I don't know what situation drove her to cheating.
Well, what ethical view do you subscribe to?
What ethical view? You want me to sit here and claim to be a Christian or something?
No, I'm just asking what's the
He's going to lie to you.
Well, I'm just asking
what he goes on another podcast of someone named Adonis.
Hang on, man. Let me just get through it. Please.
Okay, he's about to lie to you.
All I'm trying to ask is, what is the ethical view that you hold for when something's immoral? I'm not going to debate with you about ethics. I just want to know what the view is.
It's immoral to hurt children. It's immoral to hit women.
Well, hang on. Those are things which you consider immoral, I know. But what's the view in which you interpret morality? So, like, I use Christianity to interpret morality. What do you?
Of course, I don't have a name for it. I just kind of live my life, and I don't put labels on every single thing that I do. So I don't have like a straight up, just a named morality. Okay.
Okay. So if I were to ask why it would be more immoral to hump a 15-year-old when you're 18 over cheating on a husband, what would the answer to that be?
You're taking advantage of a girl who can't consent.
So it's like more harmful in your view.
In the other case, it would be two adults.
Okay, so then it's based just around a harm principle.
Mostly.
The way that you perceive morality. Okay, that
fully.
Makes sense to me.
You know what I mean? Like mostly, but not fully. Of course, there's other things.
Mostly, but not fully. So then is it consistent to say that people who you think do harm or have done harm 15 years plus ago to people, you're not going to associate with them anymore?
Right.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So then if I can give you examples of people that you associate with now who have conducted harm within the last 5 years, you would not associate with them anymore?
Sure.
Any of them?
Exactly.
I got your word on that?
Yeah.
Okay. And so all they have to have done is conducted some sort of harm towards anybody, right?
You do know that Speakeasy is about to pipe up and say that I've been harming him, right?
Well, I don't know about that, but whether he is or not, I just want to make sure that I have the consistency correct, that anybody who's done harm within the last 15 years to anybody, you're not going to associate with them.
Right. And if you can find anybody in my friend group like that, sure, I'll definitely not ever associate with them because you're finding out that they harmed somebody in a substantial way. It would have to be harm in a substantial way. And
what does that? Well, hang on. What does that mean though? Because cheating on a spouse isn't harm in a substantial way. I don't know what is.
Well, how do you know that that her spouse and her were still engaging in couple behavior?
This is just a hypothetical. Okay. The hypothetical is if it was the case that somebody cheated on their spouse 15 years ago, that should meet the threshold for non-association.
So you're trying to stop me from ever going on Sarah's?
How would I be trying to stop you from anything?
And if I did, you'd be like, he's a hypocrite. It's like, how do you know that her cheating on her husband?
I never said she did.
Oh, I know what you're gearing up for.
I'm just looking for the consistency. I just want to make sure.
I see through the bullshit, dude. Like you're going to go,
is that enough?
This person.
Yeah, I don't know why you won't. I don't know why you're jumping ahead. There's no reason to.
It's easy to jump ahead because I see right through your argument.
Yeah, but I'm not saying. I haven't made an argument. I've only asked questions. So, is it the case? That that's enough harm to stop associating with somebody?
Just some cheating. I would have to know the details of the actual situation. Like if they are married on paper and they're like living together, but they're not engaging in any kind of couple behavior, and at that point. There's such like a divide between those two people that cheating isn't, any longer felt to be this huge moral issue. You know what I'm saying? There's so much of that happens with relationships. Like that's very complex and we're never going to get the full story.
What about people who are in an open relationship?
That's disgusting.
Is that enough to disassociate?
It's disgusting, but I can't say much about it. I would never engage myself, but if they want to do that, go right ahead.
It's not enough for you to disassociate.
They're going to, no.
Okay. So is there anybody that you have criticisms that you would levy at who have conducted harm in the last 5 years to your knowledge, which you would right now disassociate with, who's not in some way related to the Crucible?
Who's not in some way related to the Crucible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who is, just you and Rob, but I think that's it. Just you and Rob.
Yeah, but when you keep saying that Speakeasy is associated because I rate him.
He definitely seems to be when you're rating him specifically. Like you do it pretty often. It's not every single time or anything, but pretty damn often for me to, recognize it. For him to, hey,
maybe once every 2 weeks.
Your wife's a member to his channel. You know what I'm saying? Like she's there more often than you are.
Sure, I probably bought a membership to your channel at some point.
Like, look, I'm just saying they're friends or whatever. They're friendly. So people that have harmed somebody in the last 5 years that's not in any way associated with the Crucible would still be Speakeasy because he's harming his children by not being in their lives or, attempting to give them any kind of child support.
I see. Have you harmed anybody in the last 5 years?
Not to my knowledge. Like, not even with...
But you're not sure?
Not even with breakups or anything.
What about the last 15 years?
Last 15 years, like I've never hit anybody with a car. I haven't been one of those people.
No, that's not what I asked though. Have you harmed anybody in the last 15 years?
Do you mean mentally or physically?
However you define harm as being.
No,
not you. So you haven't harmed anybody in 15 years, not one time?
No. As a matter of fact, I know for a fact that you couldn't find anybody that would actually say that I harmed them. I'm a pretty good guy, actually. Not to say that I'm like infallible. I've definitely harmed people prior to 15 years ago. Well, I mean, I've hurt some feelings. Does that count?
Was it 16 years ago?
Probably 17, 18, to be honest.
17? So the threshold here cutoff is 15 years because Speakeasy happens to have done this 15 years ago.
Oh, no. You just used 15 as an example.
Well, so 17 years we can do?
No, all the way back.
All the way. So then you have harmed people. Why don't you disassociate with yourself?
That's impossible, and you know it, and that was just like a fallacy right there. That's some bullshit.
No, you can disassociate with yourself as a streamer by not streaming anymore because you cause harm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're trying to walk me into something stupid, and then everybody that hears that is like, that's retarded.
I don't know how that's stupid. If it's the case that people shouldn't associate with streamers who have ever done any harm to anybody, then why should anybody ever associate with you?
Do you believe that by looking at a woman...
Do you see how that makes no sense from your view?
Yeah, you're making no sense. I get it. So
how am I making no sense? What am I saying here that's incorrect?
You tried to walk me into something, and because I didn't fall for it, now you're over here like... You're trying to find a way to make me look dumb, and it's like, dude, I don't care about that. Yes, logical consistency. So you should disassociate with yourself. Yeah, that makes no sense.
With yourself as the entity of the streamer, not with yourself
as TrippyCast. You mean the person who's streaming behind the clown avatar that uses his real name?
So if it's the case that nobody should associate with any streamer which has done harm, why should people stream who've done harm?
Hold on.
Especially if you agree that
Easy, you're back. Harm. Easy. Why don't you let the folks know what my real name is?
No, please don't dox yourself.
No, it's not doxing, and he knows it.
I'm not interested in that.
That's what I'm saying. The TrippyCast.
What does that have to do with anything?
It's not a persona. It's actually just Mike. So what the fuck?
Yeah, right. But if I shouldn't associate with streamers who did harm 15 years ago, why should anybody associate with streamers who did harm 17 years ago?
So you're telling me to commit suicide?
No, I'm
exactly. That is the logical fallacy. That is your logical fallacy. When you tell somebody to disassociate. Oh my God.
There's nothing fallacious here.
When you tell somebody to disassociate from themselves, yeah, okay. We should start using that on YouTube because it's totally safe.
From your streaming career, all you have to do is turn off the stream. Why should people associate with you?
Oh, why should that matter?
17 years ago, if we should stop associating
years ago, because it happened in the past, it's okay for Speakeasy to be taking advantage of underage girls while he is above the age of consent.
Is it okay for you to have done whatever the harm was that you did?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay, then.
Because I can't remember the harm that I supposedly did. Like, whatever you're basing it on, I just threw a year out there.
Yes, whatever. You're the one who admitted. You just admitted that you did harm 17 years ago. What do you mean?
I said, sure. That means I'm not really fucking sure whether I did or not. I can't name a person that I harmed 17 years ago or whatever.
So you've gone through your whole life and never done harm to nobody?
Not any kind of harm that would be considered bad enough to disassociate with anybody.
Well, isn't that just an arbitrary metric?
I've never hurt a child. I've never
Isn't that
punched
just
a
based
woman.
on how you? Isn't that just based on how you feel, though?
Dude, all right, let's go with physical harm. The last time that I hit anybody, I was 17 years old.
Oh my God! Why would you hit somebody, you psychopath?
Exactly, right? And the guy that I hit was 17 years old because he started shit with me. And I was a kid in high school.
Sounds like harm.
Right. And they tried me as an adult in the court for assault and battery, right?
They tried you for, so wait, assault and battery?
Yeah, that's how Westland, Michigan's laws went.
Man.
And it got dismissed because the guy didn't file charges.
So anyway, what was Speakeasy ever charged with?
Oh, now we're going to go there. Oh, he's charged with plenty in the court of public opinion.
Yeah, what's he charged with, though? That, like, you were charged? Because you were actually charged with harm.
Oh, no, it was removed from my record. It was removed from my record.
But you were charged with it, right?
No, I just went to court for it. There was never a full charge filed.
Oh, well, when did Speakeasy go to court for any of these, quote, harmful things that he did?
Of course, that's where you're going to pivot to.
What do you mean? There's no pivot. I'm just looking for consistency.
No. First it was, what's the age of consent? And then now it's, oh, he never got charged. And the next thing you're going to say is, he definitely never did cocaine, right? Or heroin.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he did cocaine off the crack of a hooker's ass 15 years ago.
All these Christian morals, all these Christian morals spilling out of Mr. Christian over here. Mr. What did you used to call yourself? God's favorite?
That's never happened?
No, you know, Speakeasy knows what I'm talking about. Sorry.
No idea what you're talking about, but that aside, so I just want to make sure that I understand the criticism. And you can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm open to being corrected because I'm actually not trying to strawman you. But what's going on is Speakeasy did this thing that you and I would both agree probably shouldn't do 15 years ago.
There you go.
And because of that, I should disassociate myself with him. And by disassociate, you just mean stop sending raids to his panel show where people in my channel can debate. Because that could potentially be bad for my brand. You're just looking out for me. When I ask you about when I ask you about your moral prism from which you're making a claim, you're saying that it's based around harm and it's your metrics of harm. That anybody who's done any harm any time in their life is somebody who should be disassociated with.
Not any kind of harm. I mentioned very specific ones. Hurting a child, hurting a woman, you know, things that we know to be illegal for the most part.
But not like cheating and stuff like that, right?
It can be immoral, obviously. If you're in a relationship, I don't know, Mr.
Could be
like I need an example person.
So that could be worth disassociation, right?
It could be, absolutely. Okay. Especially if
so at any time at any point in anybody's life, if you should dissociate with them forevermore because they've done one of these things, how would that actually line up with my Christian ethics, which is a determination around the ideas of forgiveness, second chances, and the idea of reform? How would that contradict
we're going to go to that. Like, okay,
I'm actually curious. I'm actually curious, yeah.
Yeah, what does the Bible say exactly about harming children? Is that unforgivable? Is hell itself a place that you're stuck in for eternity? That sounds pretty unforgivable to me.
No, it's not. It's not unforgivable. No, nothing's unforgivable under Christian ethics except blasphemy of the Holy Spirit.
And I guess unless you end up in hell, which is a purgatory forever, or not purgatory, but it's forever, right?
Yeah, but you don't even believe in hell, though.
How do you know that?
I don't know, because you just got done saying you're not a Christian.
I never said I wasn't a Christian. I just never said a religion that I'm part of. I said that I don't have.
Well, you can't be a Christian if you base your worldview of morals on the harm principle. That's not Christian ethics. It's not other ethics.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has their own way of reading it. That's why, that's why it's the Bible.
Which part of what you read said that there's a harm ethic? What do you mean? Like, I'm actually curious. What do you mean? What part of the Bible do you think has a harm ethic exactly?
What in the Bible says that you're going to go to hell for this action, right? Oh, some people would say that one of the things in the Bible that puts you in hell would be
things.
Which things?
You tell me.
You're the guy who would know this.
Wait, why would I be there? I thought you just got done saying you were a Christian. You know, or yes?
I'm working my way there, man. Like eventually I will possibly become a Christian.
So you're not yet?
No, not just yet.
So then why would you try to apply the standards to me that you don't even care about?
The standards that you're supposed to follow by your own admission of being a Christian.
I see. So what you're really saying is that because I have standards, I ought to follow those standards.
Well, of course. Like you've been asking me about following standards this whole time.
Sure, but would that just mean then that if I dropped all of those standards, you wouldn't have a criticism anymore?
No, you'd be a hypocrite because like you're running away from the standards.
How would I be a hypocrite if I just dropped my standards and said, I just changed my beliefs?
You know it would be hypocritical.
Well, that's not hypocrisy if you actually believe it, right?
That you just want to get rid of morals that you followed for the however many years of your life?
Because you don't believe them anymore. If you don't believe them anymore. Yeah.
Well, that goes back to the same situation with like cheating in a marriage. You no longer believe that you're in love with the person you're married to, so you cheated. That doesn't necessarily mean it's like so terribly immoral that you have to stop going around that person, right?
So then if the idea is just that the standards that you have are arbitrary, but I'm supposed to follow your arbitrary standards.
It's not my standard.
I think that's fair. Well, I think that's fair. Well, it is your standard that I should disassociate with anybody who's ever harmed a child or anybody who's ever, done any of the other horrible things you mentioned, right?
Well, shit, like this man's literally currently harming his children.
Yeah, I get it. But if it's the case that I ought to follow those standards because they're yours, why ought you not follow the standards that I have because they're mine?
I never said that you should follow standards because they're mine.
Right. So I should. So then why should I do this exactly? Why? I don't get it.
I mean, dude, it seems like it's just you defending the idea of, choosing a person that you want to raid. And that's all you're doing. It's like no matter what I said.
But you're not helping me here to understand why ought I follow your standards if you ought not follow mine?
They're not my standards. It's pretty fucking.
So then there's no standard here from which to draw that I should disassociate with speakeasy?
Holy shit, dude. Don't try so hard. Like you really don't need to try hard. This is literally just a conversation.
Don't pivot, bro.
I'm not pivoting. I'm just asking you, like, do you really think that you need to process this so hardcore? Do you think what Easy did is immoral?
If that's the case, of course, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. If that's the case, it's fine. I'm not going to sit here and act as if you just received like perfect proof, because that's not going to happen, right? Like you can always poke a hole in it.
But if that's the case, what in the confines of Christian ethics is preventing me from sending a raid to his channel? That's what I want to know.
Wow. Yeah. They knew about raids and stuff in the Bible. So like, let's go with that.
So yeah, I mean, honestly, I am honestly curious. What is it about Christian ethics that should prevent me from any association with somebody who did an act by his own admission with sex out of wedlock years ago? And
it wasn't his own admission.
Okay, but it's his own admission that is sinful, right? But even if it wasn't, and I consider it sinful, what is it inside of my ethic that would prevent me from occasionally sending a raid to his panel show? I don't. That's where I'm unclear.
What does the Bible say about associating with liars?
Well, you think that the Bible says you can't associate with liars?
People that continuously lie. It's basically their personality. Are they good for you in the Bible, or is it bad to be around them and accept them?
Well, your job as a Christian, actually.
And you're the authority on the Bible here. I have no way to like.
Well, I don't think hang on, I don't think this would be a major disagreement, but the job of Christians is to go where people are sinning in order to associate them away from sin. That's what evangelism is.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean,
isn't it?
No. Yeah, you're not wrong. To my knowledge, at least.
Yeah.
I'm not super knowledgeable on the Bible, I got to finish it.
Yeah, I get it.
But when it comes down to it, how about all the time that Speakeasy's like, hey, I'm God's favorite? Isn't that on the list of the sins, man? Like sitting there acting like you're the greatest all the time. That's literally a sin right there.
So
he's been engaged in that for most of his life, and still is.
I think people get Christian ethics wrong all the time. They think that there's like a laundry list of do's and do nots, and if you violate X amount of do nots, then you get like a chip that gets you one step closer to hell, and that's not what the belief structure is. So it's in our view, the Christian view, that everybody's continuously struggling with sin. Always, they're always struggling with it.
Yeah, that's the nature of man.
And what you're, and well, it's not necessarily, but it's the nature.
We're born with sin
that we tangle with.
Yeah,
we don't. The Orthodox don't believe that.
Oh, you guys don't follow the original sin. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's a mostly Roman Catholic doctrine, then later Protestant doctrine. But the thing is the idea here is that you're still struggling with it, right? And so what you're pointing to is lack of humility, and that's a thing that most men struggle with, is a lack of humility. You're no exception to that, from my view.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
Like I'm no exception to lack of humility. Like whatever, man. Like cool. I don't get humiliated very easy, and I'm proud to go out there and do what I do.
Yeah, but you see how you put proud. You see how you put proud there.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That would be struggling with humility, right?
Exactly. I get that.
So
Andrew's over here teaching me Bible stuff. Thank you, man.
Yeah. So when you're talking about the creaturely will, or in this case, the will of a person, I guess I could, for anybody who's ever sinned in the last 20 years or 25 years, disassociate with them. But I've sinned an awful lot in the last 20 years myself, and I would still like for people to associate with me. I would prefer that they not associate with me because of mistakes I made, before the Iraq War was going on. Mm-hmm. Doesn't that seem completely reasonable?
We'll say
and rational.
I kind of missed what you said. I apologize.
Like, don't you think that it's unreasonable to hold a standard that I should disassociate with people who made an error in judgment or did something wrong before the Iraq before the Iraq War even started?
Yeah, I'm caught up.
That's how long ago we're talking about?
You're talking about sin now. But we're talking about a person who is actively harming one special child that he has.
Well, that's subjective. The metric for what you're considering harmful here is based on your standard. And I understand that you have a standard, but I'm not sure. Can you tell me how it would increase harm to that child that I raid Speakeasy's channel?
Your support, well, in my opinion, right? You're giving him support where he can make money to definitely not go to those kids.
Should he go to the kids without money?
Can he take care of the kids without money?
Yeah, shouldn't he? I mean, how would money affect whether or not he's having a better relationship with his kids? Like, are you saying that if he's destitute, that would be better for his kids? I don't even understand that line.
Neither one. He's more than willing to take the money in, but he's unwilling completely to send it to his kids. As a matter of fact, his ex is in my DMs right now.
I'm even willing to grant this.
One of his exes is in my DMs, and she has a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead. What's the question?
Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to keep cutting you off. She says, what about what's happening now, like him abandoning his special needs son and not paying child support? He was ordered to by court for 2 other kids. That's her question.
What should I do about that?
Isn't that some kind of sin too?
What?
I'm just saying you shouldn't support a guy like this in the first place.
Yeah, but what should I do about that?
Maybe cut back the support.
And how is that going to help him? And how's that going to help him now take care of this special needs kid he abandoned?
He's not going to do it anyway.
Then how? So then how does me?
You just keep fighting for being able to raid him.
So, well,
what does he have on you? Like, it sounds like he's got dirt on you.
Yeah, dude, he has mountains of it. He has everything he could ever have on me. So the thing is, though, is like, do you see how this doesn't actually make any sense to me? Even if it was the case, he made a ton of money off of me. If he's never going to have a relationship with a kid again, by your own admission, how would me cutting that off increase harm or decrease it?
How would you not sending him a raid help or hurt? Okay, he was doing just fine before you were raiding him. Why don't you just see what it's like for a couple of months? He's supposedly making so much money that he can brag about it on the phone and tell me he makes $40,000 a month.
Damn, that's a lot.
Don't worry, Easy. I actually recorded that.
You're fucking lying.
I even asked you on the phone. I said, "Can you repeat that?" and you hung up on me.
Hey man, I'm happy for people if they're making a lot of money.
He's not though.
Obviously. I wish I was making that much money.
But this still confuses me, and I don't understand. What should I do about this specifically, and how does me not sending a raid increase the damage in this situation or decrease?
I don't want you to hurt him. Okay? I don't want you to hurt the kids. I don't want anybody, doing harm to children. I just said that.
Okay. Well, then why do you want me to not keep sending raids again?
Do you appreciate or not appreciate that I'm trying to inform you in anything?
No, I understand that you're trying to give me information. I'm processing the information, and I'm asking you questions about the information to try to make sure that what you're asking me to do about it makes sense.
What I'm asking you to do about it is just throw this turd in the pile. Just get rid of his ass.
So you want me to punish him?
It's not punishment. It's disassociation.
Okay, so it's me disassociating with him. How does that help this situation, though?
Do you need to be helpful, or do you need to just be nothing? You know what I'm saying? Like you would be nothing.
But that's what I mean. It's like
the situation. You would just be disassociated completely.
Why would I take away a service? Why would I take a service away from my audience unless there's cause to actually do that?
Isn't there cause?
That's my point. What's the cause?
I don't know, dude. Him literally not helping his own children and only helping himself.
I could
and
totally
only
agree. That's
helping
really
himself.
bad. I could totally agree that that's really bad. He's spending all the cash on himself. But even if I retract the cash, how does that improve anything? What does that improve?
I never said it would improve anything.
Well, then why would I deprive my audience of a service if it's not even going to improve the situation? You think I should disassociate with it?
Do they really enjoy Speakeasy at all, or do they?
They seem to go on his panels. Well,
they leave.
Let's look at that criticism. I hear that one a lot, and it's really weird to me. So, almost everybody who raids out to another person. If that person can retain, if they can retain even 20% of that audience rate, it's pretty good. And Speakeasy does between 30 and 40% retention for at least the first hour.
No, not to the numbers.
No, that's true.
Well, I know you're seeing.
Be honest with me. How many numbers have you seen?
I've watched this man drop from 300 after freshly being rated by you down to 80 within a half an hour.
Well, it usually goes up to 1 to 1.5K when I raid out to him.
Well, it hit 300 that night.
Yeah, and it will after many hours.
It was probably two people. I think he got rated by more than just you, because he's got other friends that like to,
But that retention rate is,
almost
it's actually
zero.
Pretty good.
The retention rate's pretty bad. Easy can't actually.
Really good.
He literally
I've got the numbers.
Entertain
I've got the
audience.
numbers. Do you want to see what the retention rate is? Retention rate the retention rate for hour one is around 33%, which is good. The retention rate throughout the rest of the night, it begins at stark decrease at hour two, but it does that for every fucking channel, man.
I bet I could keep 70%. And I don't want you to rate me. I don't even want you to think about rating me.
Well, I'm not going to, but I'm just talking about scalability. I'm just talking about scalability.
Like, of course you wouldn't. Like, I don't want, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to be in the friend group. Like, you guys are cool or whatever. I don't care. You're in your own little world. Like,
okay, but anyway, I'm just talking about scalability, though.
I'm just talking about an example.
If you get two people rated into you and you keep one, then you've retained 50%, right?
Sure.
That is objectively true.
That's right.
But you have to understand the scalability of it is like, well, once you get up to, you had 2,000 people come in, you retained 500. That's actually more impressive, right?
Like I whatever. I mean, every time I've been rated by somebody who has however many, viewers, I retain at least 70% of that audience for the rest of my live stream.
Yeah, but how big is the audience typically that rates in?
60, 90.
Yeah, so at scale, right? It's not very great. If you're dealing with thousands,
like if I get rated with somebody who has 90 viewers and I end up holding 87 of them, that's not great.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, because within the confines of the shared audience, there's a very low scale for retention. Mm-hmm. So if you have like 100 live viewers, you're more likely for all 100 of those live viewers to come in. than if you have 100,000 live viewers to have 100,000 live viewers come in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
like it makes total sense as YouTube.
Yeah, that's how it would work at scale with what you're talking about too.
Yeah, but yourself, if you were to sit and watch after you rate him, you'll watch the numbers go down pretty fast. It's not 1 hour that it takes.
They're supposed to. And I said the first hour it's about 30% retention.
I don't know,
so
man.
You should see about 70% of the audience go, which is about right.
Yeah, but with his sub count, shouldn't he see an increase in people just because there's more people watching so that his stream would be put out into the algorithm? Shouldn't more people be filing in instead of it always being less?
Well, that depends. It's not always that way on a rate out. I wish it were. That would be great because
YouTube's rating is broken.
Yeah, but honestly, the best way to get seen in the algorithm is to have people coming into your live stream over time. So, like over the first hour, if you're increased from 1,500 viewers to, let's say, an average of 7,000 or something like this, then you'll see yourself really jump up in the algorithm on the live stream end. But you don't usually see it from an initial rate.
Exactly.
At least I haven't.
Something that Speakeasy has never seen. He's never been in any algorithm. You can literally watch his shit drop.
But I mean, to be fair, almost none of you guys have ever been in the algo, dude.
Well, yeah, but I'm much smaller.
Completely fair.
When you say you guys, I'm at 1,000 subs.
Well, right, but I consider this all at scale. So when I think of streaming, I think of it, and it's not even to be offensive. I just think of it as tiers. So you have high tier streamers, mid tier streamers, then low tier streamers. So you guys would be in the low tier streamer.
What would low really
lowest
be?
Tier.
Right.
Well, so generally speaking, if you have about 300 consistent live viewers, you're in the top percentile of YouTube. I don't know if you knew that or not, but you're in the top 1% at 300 live viewers for live stream. Most people never get anywhere near that. So I consider that to be the threshold of kind of breaking into tier 1 is past the 300 mark. And then tier 2, I usually, this is arbitrary. It's just how I do it in my mind. But I usually consider tier 2 to be somewhere between 25 to 3,500. And then, tier 3, the scale jumps wildly. You could have even a tier 4 for the really top elites, but I would say somewhere between, an average of 5 to 10,000 tier 3 streamer. So that'd be like Destiny, Bosch, myself, people like that.
I was going to say something stupid. I was going to be it's like PewDiePie or something. I don't know what.
No, that's that would be like tier 8 if there was a tier 8.
It was like right? Z.
That would be so. Yeah, that would be. But again, the scale wildly jumps once you get past kind of the second tier. It's just how my mind does it.
Understood.
So, yeah.
I don't know, man. Algorithms and all that shit, and people being blacklisted and all that. We never even know if some channel's been blacklisted. YouTube is a place where half of the shit that goes by on a daily basis is completely unknown by the user or streamer. And especially, like I said, rating on YouTube is broken. You could have the same number 2 nights in a row and raid easy, and one night he gets 60 of those, and the next night he gets 90 of them.
Yeah, rating has issues for other reasons too, which is on the streamer end. They trigger them at the wrong times. Sometimes they don't shut the live stream off immediately. OBS sometimes has a delay signal. There's all kinds of reasons that raids can go awry. So
I love OBS.
So I don't even base things on whether or not a raid comes in the algo. So to me, the criticisms seem pretty trivial. But I don't know. I just want some resolution. What do you want as a resolution?
What do I want as a resolution? I didn't get that far. Straight up, this entire thing has been to embarrass Easy and show people the truth about his fat-headed ass.
So you really wanted to involve me to attack Easy. Is that accurate?
Oh, what? That makes me look really petty. I'm glad you worded it that way.
Is that accurate?
Is it accurate? Do you believe that it is?
Yes.
Let's get philosophy up in here.
Well, I don't feel like this is philosophy. I feel like
let's act like armchair psychologists for each other.
But that's what you just said. You just said the whole thing has been about embarrassing and hurting Easy, and so
it's been working out pretty well, right?
Yeah. So is my involvement in that? You wanted to involve me to hurt him? Just just answer truthfully. Dude.
Oh no, I don't want to hurt him. I want to teach him a lesson.
So you want me involved so you can teach him a lesson?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know that's the answer that you're after. Like,
so it's
honestly,
about your petty. It's about your petty squabble with this guy. You're involving me.
Well, I just
said, really has nothing to do with me. It really has nothing to do with my. It really has nothing to do with my ethics. Really has nothing to do with any of that. It really just has to do with you just want to hurt this guy.
Actually, the other fun part about it is that you're sitting in. How many subs do you have?
I don't know.
I guess what 100 something or 200. Did you ever cross 200?
I think I'm at 350,000 or something.
Oh, okay, wonderful.
Or pretty close to it. I don't know.
Well, because I just proved that a 1,700 subscriber channel can get the attention of a 300,000 subscriber channel as long as the person's ego is big enough. So thank you for letting me use you tonight. And you walked right into it because you have no ability to ignore criticism.
I'm sure that would probably make the average person feel pretty good. The only problem that you have is that I engage with really tiny channels across the internet basically all the time.
Yeah, out of sheer need.
Whether they hate me or love me.
Fragile ass ego.
It's usually because they invite me to come on their channel. I don't know what you mean by that. Like,
so Speakeasy reached out and had to invite you tonight then?
Yeah.
Oh. Randa Daddy, huh? So when AP showed up, this little shit tried to say that I ran to AP.
But hang on. The thing is like
wasn't done.
This does actually involve me. And I don't know why the criticism is that you're a diabolical genius because you were able to net me in a conversation I asked to have with you.
Diabolical genius.
Yeah,
I guess you don't get nuance or something?
What's the criticism when I asked to have the conversation with you? Because you
asked and I denied.
Right. So isn't it actually that I set the trap and you fell for it?
Because no, I'm glad that I got to waste all your time and get you to
talking to me. I'm glad. After you denied access to yourself, right? Aren't I the genius, really?
No, not at all. Because I got to use your time, waste it, and get you to say all this stupid shit where you think that you're the smartest fag in the room, and you
got me good.
Oh man,
you got me good.
Don't do the TOS shit.
It's a flag. There was an L in there, Speakeasy. You just don't know.
Anyway, I appreciated.
Yeah, you're gonna leave now because you've realized that this entire time you were arguing to keep this.
Oh, bro, I was
weird hemophile guy. You've been arguing so hard to keep this guy as somebody you raid all fucking night.
I know.
And it was a big fat fucking waste of time because you had to come in here and try to protect your fragile ass ego.
Bro, you got me, dude. You got me. I appreciate your time. You have a wonderful night.
Yeah, get the hell out of here.
Take care, Andrew.
Ain't nobody care about your fat-headed ass, know nothing ass. So Speakeasy, how much shit have you shoved up your nose while you were off camera?
Okay, I'm pretty bored with your like.
I know. I made you all that money that night, huh? Even AP admitted it
over and over.
This was
even
stupid.
AP admitted it. I don't give a fuck what AP says. You're the one who cares what he says.
The part where AP
is that
said,
why you're sad? He said that he came up here to take a big L.
Listen for a second.
Do you realize
when
he's
AP
been streaming you probably this whole time just to roast?
No, he's done. Actually, he ended his stream like 3 hours ago.
Holy fuck! So of course you would know that. Anyways, Trip.
You're gonna say bye now because I'm about to point out one of your stupid lies. When AP was here, listen to me for a second. And you can talk.
Harm, right? Like that's your
my only goal is not causing you harm. It's teaching you your fat-headed ass a lesson. Now, if you listen, I will expose one more of your lies.
Glad it worked great. And,
when AP was here and he said, I wish you could hear the applause my audience can hear.
Over and over.
He was talking about a sound clip. And you go, you can hear your audience applaud? So you didn't even listen, dude. Like you turned what he said into you lying yet again. And if you're willing to lie about such small shit, you're willing to lie about the big shit. And I've been calling you out for your lies, and you have no way to actually,
great fucking point.
Yeah, go fuck another 15-year-old easy. I'm done making you fucking money. And if you ask me to come on again, I'm just not going to show up. Bye.
Come on, bro.